One's on, and I can't
There it
find
is.
half the crap. There we go.
Now
Okay.
we're live.
All righty. Welcome to another Friday in Cryptid Wrangler podcast. We have Daniel Benoit. I keep messing that up. I'm sorry.
No, you got it right.
A little
You got it
French. I'm even part French, and I should know that. But yeah. I got a
Bonjour,
whole
comment
bunch.
ça va? It's hello. How are you in French? Canadian French, that is.
Comme si comme ça.
Nah, c'est bien. I don't know. I know very little.
Okay, good. I'm only going from my French class that didn't do real well in. But since I don't do much well in any class, so
yeah, I'm the same way. Don't feel bad.
Yes. ADD at its finest, right?
I was watching a few shows this morning on where you were guest and somebody was hosting you. And a couple of them guys got your name wrong big time, but and I was like, it's Benoit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Benoit. In fact, it didn't even occur to me until he said it.
Yeah, there's actually two ways of pronouncing my last name. I mean, yeah, the French pronunciation is Benoit. Now, there is an American pronunciation, but not many people know how. For some reason, they don't know how to pronounce it the way it looks if you pronounce it in English or the American way. It's Benoit. But
okay, then I was right the second one.
Okay, well, see, I've heard it pronounced with letters that don't exist in it. Like, go to a doctor's office and you're sitting in the waiting room and you hear, Benog. Like, okay, where'd that come about? We knew who they were called for, but it's like, yeah, Benog. Like, I don't know where they're coming up with that name. So,
are you related to a family in Canada that shares the last name? Famous group of hunters or trackers. They specialize in white-tailed deer, and their last name is Benoit, and they're from Canada.
Well, my father's side of the family, my father's father's side of the family, they all originated out of Canada, Nova Scotia, and different parts of Canada. But if there is a relation, I personally don't know that. But most of the relatives in my family are more or less settled in the state of Massachusetts, where I'm originally from, before I moved down to Virginia. But yeah, we're most of the Benoits are in up in Massachusetts. Now, I'm here in Virginia. Then, of course, all my other relatives, my aunts and uncles, my older sister, they all live down in Florida, so they migrated down south like a bunch of Canadian geese. That I don't know. I mean, there's always that possibility, considering that those Benoits are in Canada. Because, like I said, my father's side of the family is Canadian. French, of course, his mother.
I knew you were a hunter, and I thought maybe you might have heard of him because they're a famous family in Canada, and they're known for tracking deer. They don't get in stands and hunt them; they hunt them by tracking them. And,
I'll ask Dad about that. I mean, I'm wondering. It's got me thinking. I'm wondering if my father knows it, because I mean, I would have heard. I think my father would have made that known to me, because my father told me a lot of stories and histories of his,
Yeah, if you get some time, check it out. I think you'll like it. They've been around a while.
Yeah, because I've actually, for sure. I mean, from my father, the history that he knows, I've actually learned that we actually have some, Native American blood in us, from his father's side of the family, So that's the most I've learned about that. We have the Micmac Indians, which originated out of Nova Scotia down into Maine. We have the Iroquois as well. Iroquois, which is from up in that region. So, that was interesting. I found that fascinating once I learned that information. I said, oh, cool, okay. Well, we got a weird mixture of bloodline in us, from all the Canadian Frenchmen, the Native Americans, and the Italian side of things. Of course, when my father married my mom, of course, there goes the Irish. So I got a lot of Irish in me as well. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Man. Oh, we got two of your people in.
Okay. Yeah, I did share this.
They must be, because I don't.
and I tagged a bunch of people, so I don't know who's on who on what. So
Yeah.
so.
I've been so covered up this week. I didn't really have
And
enough
also,
time to
it should be showing up because
post in the group.
yeah. Oh, and plus I am
Okay.
I'm actually broadcasting this. I'm broadcasting this on my YouTube
Oh,
channel,
that's
so
right.
you'll have some of my YouTubers on here. So
Cool.
yeah.
That's
So yeah,
fine.
there's David Lester on here. Yeah, me and David will be talking and discussing. We have a big town hall gathering tomorrow at one of the local libraries in the conference room. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to be talking a lot about what we like. If you look behind me, I have Bigfoot Explorers. That's actually the film series that we've been working on with a lot of the research and the filming that we do. So absolutely. So yeah, we're going to be talking to. We're expecting a fairly decent group to show up there tomorrow. Of course, I do plan on filming it. I have my camcorder and all my gizmos and gadgets ready to go. So it will be filmed, and then after the event, of course, I'm hoping to have it up and going later tomorrow evening on my YouTube channel. So yeah, we'll definitely see how that goes. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I saw
Hey,
you.
just around the corner.
Yeah.
You got your big festival that you founded coming up in June. I'm sure you're getting busy, aren't you?
Well, with that being said, the festival, we're actually not hosting that this year.
Oh, you're not?
One of the main reasons is the funding. Nah, I've been holding that for over 7 years, and this year I decided to hold off on it this year because it's costing me a lot of money. You know, so it's a lot of headache. You know, so I was like, my main thing is I got to continue focusing on the filming project, the research, the camping. You know, it's too much to put together. Even though the event is a 1-day thing, you know, it basically takes
a lot
up
of work.
most of my year. It is.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work. It's trying to balance and gather and organize vendors and making sure this is coordinated with this. And this is too much, you know. I'm just one person. I don't have a committee behind me like a lot of these other commercialized events are, you know. So
yeah, no, it's
That's a
pretty
lot
much
for one person.
just me and Larry. Well, actually, no,
Yeah.
it's not, huh, Larry? We've got Michael and a couple of others that are running the other groups. So, yeah. Tell us about the movie project you were working on.
Yeah, absolutely. There's actually a couple of them, but the main one, Bigfoot Explorers. Now, what I want a lot of people to understand and know about this film series, it's an independent documentary film series. It's basically me and the group. We go out there, boots on the ground. Of course, you know, we go out there. We don't have a whole crew with us out there. I mean, what you see is what you get. I'll repeat, we are boots on the ground. We go out there, you know, we're completely enthusiastic about what we do. But we love being out there, period, regardless if we see anything or not. We have been very fortunate to have some very strange and odd experiences out there. You know, anything ranging right there at base camp to what we've seen out while we're out and about exploring. So yeah, I want people to understand what we're putting together and producing is straight raw footage. It is not with a production crew. I mean, I am the production crew. I'm the man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I've been learning to do that too recently. So
it's a lot of fun.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's a lot of
it has a tendency.
The more you get involved, the more you do it. Depending on the software that you use to do your editing, you know. Like I said, it's fun. It is fun, but it's a lot of work. People don't realize how much is involved with all that. But again, definitely. We're not out there to put camera tricks out there for people. We're not there to put, look, there's a Bigfoot. No, we're not going to do that. If we capture Bigfoot, hey, that's awesome. But we're not out there to fake any kind of entertainment. We're not on Animal Planet. We're not on Discovery. So, and probably people are going to hate me for saying this, but we're not finding Bigfoot. We're not expedition Bigfoot. We're not out there for your entertainment. I mean, again, what you see is what you get. We're not, you know, because a lot of people don't realize that, you know, hey, all these people got camera crews out there, you know. And I'm not saying they don't experience and stuff, but at the same time, there's enough stuff they put on these films and these episodes where it's going to draw the audience. They want to keep the audience drawn in.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we're showing people what it's like for an average group to go out there, and we go out there with a non-aggressive approach. You know, like I said, we love being out there. We can't get enough of being out there. So that's what it's all about. And if you're not having fun with it, there's no reason why you should be out there doing it.
Exactly. So, it should be interesting and fun. Otherwise, you get burned out, and it just sucks. So,
absolutely.
As you said that, Ronnie LeBlanc and Russell Acord, well, Ronnie left the show because of the fact that the show was done filmed a certain way, and then they went back, Discovery went back and changed it to where a lot of it wasn't true. So Ronnie's like, nope, I'm not doing that. So yes, it's really crazy, but I've heard that on Discovery Channel, History Channel. I even asked the guys from Expedition or Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, and they go, "Oh yeah, they change it all the time." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, man!" So I can understand where you're telling somebody about you're being out there and you see this shadow along the wall. And
I remember that episode. That was actually interesting.
Yeah, that was pretty much him going, "I'm not doing this." So I'm glad he stood up for himself for that, because I started looking back and I noticed how much of that stuff was wrong or fabricated or changed, and what they had said is changed. That's geez, man. That's that's not cool. So,
now, regarding Ronnie LeBlanc, I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but I heard a couple other things and reasons why he actually he's the one that backed away or stepped away from that show.
Correct. Yeah.
For other various reasons involving or regarding another young individual from the UK. Something to do with in defense of that young boy. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get into. I don't know. Maybe I'm, misunderstanding something. But I heard that where details were involving the young gentleman who was misunderstood, or and Ronnie was stepped away in order to support the young boy and defend him, because Ronnie was a big part of supporting that young man, and which I know all about the young man. He has our same name, by the way. And
yes,
so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's a good kid. He really is. He's very enthusiastic about what he does, his research.
Yeah.
Not to mention, for those who don't know, he is autistic, but he's a smart young man. Yeah. He's got his father behind him, supporting him and putting all this out there for him. So.
Yeah. And I mean, he had, he's got a lot of people, RPG and Ronnie, and God, I think he's got like 15 people, and I think only a couple of them are allowed on the documentary they just released.
Yeah.
So
speaking of RPG, I'm actually excited. I will get to meet him for the first time in October.
Oh, cool.
Because me and him are speaking at the same event in West Virginia, at the West Virginia Business Festival this year. So,
cool guy.
And on top of that, now they're putting some of the speakers in a hotel. Meanwhile, they're putting some of the speakers in cabins that are right at the park where the event is taking place. And I'll be sharing a cabin with RPG, which I think is going to be awesome.
Cool.
So, he's agreed to let me film and interview him. So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. There you go, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's cool. So, yeah, no, he's invited me to a couple events, and I'm just like, I'm in California, brother. So it's like, one of the Bigfoot carnival cruises, something like that. And I was like, I can't even afford to fly out there. So
I know.
before getting on. So, yeah, I've been asked to speak at a couple of things that too expensive.
Yeah. And I'd never been to California, which I would love to come out there and visit if I ever had a way to get out there and a reason to begin with. But I did get out to Washington State. Well, it's been almost 4 years now. And
oh, really? How cool!
That was exciting because the gentleman who hosts the I'm not going to think of the name, but he hosts some kind of expedition, something the Northwest Expedition, something LLC, whatever. Anyway, he hosts a show out there. It's called Bigfoot Today, and
this wouldn't happen to be southwest by south north or something like that. That they were
northwest.
Yeah,
if you say his name,
southwest.
I'll know it. Yeah, he has a name.
The guy out of Spokane.
Yeah, it was out of Spokane, Washington. That's it. That's where I got flown out to. Yeah, they flew me out almost 4 years ago to Spokane, Washington, to do an in-person TV interview. It's called Spokane Talks, but the show itself it's called Bigfoot Today, so which was cool.
Oh yeah.
So that was about 4 years. The first time ever flying and everything. I thought that was exciting.
Really?
Yeah. I never flew. Like I said, it was almost 4 years ago. I flew out of Charlottesville, Virginia, down to Atlanta, Georgia, and from Atlanta, Georgia, which is a huge ass airport, by the way, huge.
Oh, yeah.
I was told by many people I spoke to that's like one of the biggest airports in North America. I mean, maybe the big ones, but I was told that's one of the biggest ones. But from there,
besides O'Hare.
From where?
O'Hare, that's a big airport too.
Okay.
And the one in Atlanta is big too. I've been there too.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a giant shopping mall. Really, I mean.
Yeah.
But like when I got there, luckily there was a lady who I got into talking to when we had just got off the airline, and she walked me to where I had to go to find. She helped me find my way around there because apparently she travels all the time. So, in part of the airport, and what was cool about it, they have a subway at the airport. She's like, you got to go down to the bottom, such and such. Let's go down to the subway. You got to jump on the train. It'll take you to your terminal direct area. So I was like, okay, which was cool, So you're there, driving to, it's whatever. It was cool, and then from there, like I said, it was a good 4-hour flight out from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way out cross country to Washington State, into Spokane. And the other fascinating thing about that whole airline, I mean, to and from, I had window seats, so I was constantly looking out the window, observing the scenery down below, and so, it was awesome. I had a good time. The flight alone, it was awesome. So
yeah.
I know there's people out there that fly all the time, but hey, that was exciting for me,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, that's when I was flying out of Denver. I mean, they've got their own transit system underneath. Well, it's not underneath, but it's like a train transit system. And then below the whole airport, they've got one of those speed trains that goes from, I think it was Newport News all the way out to California. And it's military, and it's moving missiles and stuff like that out. So you can feel the floor rumbling when you think you're on the bottom floor. You're not. So they've got a speed train that is down there for transporting materials and stuff like that, military wise, or governors coming in that might have security problems or something like that too. So, but have you heard of Drewski?
Andrew
Drewski? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about him. I know he is on my friends list on Facebook. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, good guy. In fact, I didn't even know that until he said it, that there was a train down there. And but he did a lot of security work for, I guess it was SWAT team too, but secure transport of people and to keep everybody safe and whatnot. So I didn't even know that. And there's a whole dome underneath there and everything too. So it's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, there's something else.
Yeah,
see,
crazy, but
I know of a lot of these people that we talk and discuss about, but I don't always know their location, where they're located. So, but it's interesting though.
yeah,
I mean, I learn little by little. I've been involved with this for over 15 years. I met a lot of people, over the years.
yeah.
It's amazing who you come to learn, and eventually, in time, you end up meeting some of these people. Because for the
Oh, yeah.
longest time, I met so many people online. I'm associated with a lot of these people online,
Yeah.
and the first time I started to meet a lot of these people in person, some of them were over in Ohio when I went to the Ohio BIGFOOT conference back in
Oh,
2017.
yeah.
And I was like, man, all these people, like, I had people recognizing me. I was like, who are you? I was like, how cool was that? So, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause the more you attend these events, the more you get to meet people you've always associated with. And I'm bad at recognizing people in person. Some people I do recognize, but it's not often.
Yeah.
They end up recognizing me. Like, oh, you're so and so. I said, yeah, I've been following you. And blah blah blah. I said, well, hey, good to meet
Exactly.
you. So absolutely, yeah,
And Melissa.
yeah. Melissa, that's David's wife, Melissa Lester. Yeah, yeah. Her, David
Ah,
and Melissa, they're a part of my research team here in Virginia. So yeah,
cool.
absolutely. We're our
I'm
camper,
embarrassed.
our Bigfoot camp out, our one of our group camp outs is coming up next month starting on around the 17th. So
Cool.
now David will be out there a few days in advance. He always goes out there ahead of everybody to make sure
Yeah.
we have our
Me
spot
too.
that we're going to set up. Yeah, to make sure we're going
It-
to have our spot to set up and all that good stuff. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I
but
love going to
oh
conferences, man, because I meet everybody. You know what I mean? And it's usually I've talked to them
oh
once or
yeah,
twice, and then go, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" So yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
I mean, you meet
Now
everybody that's at the top of the food chain. So
yeah, right. Now talk about the
yeah,
conferences and these events. There's one thing I told myself I wasn't going to do. I was kept myself out of a lot of these events that I've been doing, which really
yeah,
wasn't a whole lot compared to what some of these others out there do. There's
yeah.
people that will they'll speak at every conference, like almost every other month or so. And I was like, no, I never had it like that. However,
No,
I spoke at enough events over the years, and it's got to the point where I told myself, well, you know what? I'm not going to speak at that many events this year,
it's
if
a lot
any
of
at
work.
all.
It's a lot of
Well,
work. It's
it's
a
not
lot of
just
travel.
that.
It's a lot of money. It's like,
It
good luck,
is.
man.
It
I don't
is.
know how they're
And
doing
now,
it.
a lot of people, like some of the big names out there, they get really well funded. Now, I'm not,
Yeah,
I don't like to put my business out there, but I'll throw it out there, just
yeah,
to give everybody an understanding. Now,
yeah,
if I get asked to go speak at an event, first of all, I have to make sure I'll be able to have the time off to go travel to get down
yeah,
there. And
yeah.
I'll look
That's
at
my
the
fault.
calendar.
No problem too.
Yeah, I'll look at the calendar. It's okay. It looks like I could do this, but then I'll respond to the whoever's asking me. I say, okay, I could do this, but I need one is lodging cover, and two, I do
Yeah,
have a fee because that fee
yeah,
covers my time off and my travel expenses, everything. And
yeah,
yes, I've had a lot of them without questioning. They'll admit. I mean, they'll agree to my charges, my fees. Now,
yeah,
if it's out of state, I have a flat rate. I do charge a flat rate, and I'm
yeah.
going to tell you what I get.
Good thing.
If it's within state, it's anywhere between 500 to 750. It depends
That's
on
not
how far
bad.
I have to travel to get there. Out of
But yeah,
state, yes, I get $1,500. I'm not afraid to say this. I will tell you,
good
I
thinking.
get,
No, no,
and
no.
people agree. If they want me there, they agree to it without no questions. I mean, I
Yeah,
mean, but the thing is, like, oh, that's a lot of money. Well, you break it down. Your costs, you're traveling yourself, the time off you take off from work. You know,
yeah,
you need to get reimbursed for the time you're missing. You're not getting paid for any other time. Your job ain't going to pay you to go travel out here to spend this
no,
time out there. So people don't understand what these expenses got to cover. That money, it
yeah.
sounds like a lot of money, but it doesn't go far once it gets in your pocket.
No,
It really does not.
no,
So,
not at
but
all.
I mean,
In
yeah,
fact,
I
that's
mean,
yeah,
so I mean, it's like when I got
Definitely not going to get rich doing it.
no.
exactly.
I don't think anybody gets rich. I think they get in debt by most of
No,
it.
no, not
Uh,
going to make a lot of money.
I mean, you got people
It's a
like Russell
joy.
Cord. I mean, the late the late Jeff
Meldrum.
Meldrum. Those guys usually have
Meldrum. Yeah.
$5,000 for coming out here. You know, they covered.
Really?
You know, yeah, and you know their airfare was covered, their lodging was covered, plus the 5,000 on top of all that. So
Yeah.
people don't realize what these people are getting. Those are big names. They're popular. They can charge that much because they have a name.
Yeah.
They have a populated name that's established in the community where they will get paid that without question. You know?
Yeah.
Keyword
Definitely.
established. They've
Yeah.
been around
Yeah,
for a
established.
while. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
And they-
there's some events I've gone to without charge. You know, I've gone out there out of my own expense. Like some of the Pennsylvania events I go speak at, they're small town events. I don't ask them for money because you know what? I travel up to Pennsylvania enough on my own for my own research purposes. But
Oh yeah.
you know, but you know, like I said, I'm speaking at 2 events this year, and I'm getting paid. Again, I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm getting paid for both of them. So
That's good. Hey, I mean, you know, not everybody can afford to just jaunt on out everywhere and you know, hotel and or gas or whatever. I mean, especially now with how expensive everything is.
I mean, I got West Virginia coming up this in October. You know, that's a good. That
beautiful place.
They have a new location. Yeah, it is. If you have, and this goes for anyone out there, if you have not been to the West Virginia BIGFOOT Festival,
oh yeah,
you need to go visit it. They have a new location where they're hosting their event this year. It's 2 hours away from where they used to be. It's still about a 4-hour drive for me, but it's worth it. You know.
Yeah.
And I will say this too: every year they've held their event, it's been so hot and the heat has been unbearable. But finally, they moved their event from June. Now they're doing it in October. And
really?
I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, it's going to be a lot cooler, a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And also the other event I'm speaking at is actually in September, toward the end of September. It will be here in Virginia, but it's almost a 5-hour drive southwest. You know, so I'm looking forward to that. The Woodbuilder Festival. Yeah. September 26th and 27th.
Yeah, because I go to the Cryptid Con, and
That's
I just make
in
that
Kentucky, right?
Yeah, Lexington. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll come out 7 days prior to it, and then like last year we filmed the documentary from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we were there Friday. The bunch of the guys met me there and did a birthday thing, so that was cool. And then that way we've got that already filmed and ready and stuff. But last year there's not much footage. There really isn't. We were in the Daniel Boone doing the Dog Man.
Nice.
And yeah, it was a blast, man. Except it rained the whole time, and by the time I got home, I got like walking pneumonia.
No.
We were standing out there all day and filming, and even then, by the time we left the hotel and ended up in the Daniel Boone, there was all my cameras were drained. The only thing that did work is my phone. So yeah, man. So that's what I'm trying. I'm looking at watching some of these other documentaries and what they're putting in, because man, we maybe have 5 minutes. That's it. So it sucks, but it was a lot of fun. I can't complain. So
man,
yeah.
Now, you go to CryptoCon every year, or?
I did every year except for the year previous to last November. And I was supposed to have major surgery, and they said, yeah, we're going to do it in November. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to CryptoCon. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, except the doctor's going to be on vacation till January. Well, yeah, he told me that, you know, like a month prior to having surgery. It's like I didn't have the tickets, I didn't have the plane, I didn't have, you know, any of this stuff. So I just skipped it. But yeah, no, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money with all the filming and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you don't mind, let me ask you this. I mean, so you go out there to attend the event. How are you on camper? Are you a camper?
No. In fact, I stay at the same hotel, so that I'm not putting a bunch of miles on a rental car. So
right. Right, I get that, but like you ever go out camping at all? Like, are you a camper at all?
Yeah, this year we're going to be doing the LBL, so we're going to be
Oh,
camping out there. Yeah,
that's
so we're
something
going
I
to do
have yet
another
to do.
documentary. Yeah. We've got Daryl Denton and Martin
Yeah.
Groves, and
Oh,
I
good
was,
guys. Yeah, good people.
oh yeah, definitely. And I've been talking to Joe and Jesse about going down
Mhm.
there with me and showing me around and stuff like that too. So yeah, it's going to be a blast. It really is.
Yeah,
But
Joe and Jesse. I haven't met them, but I actually worked with a relative of Jesse's, so
oh, no
which is
kidding.
cool.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
because he asked me because it's on his wife's family, his wife's cousin or niece or something. She's
Oh really?
Jesse's his wife's relative. So because he asked me, he said because everybody I work with knows who I am or what I do, and like, hey, do you know so and so?
I
I said,
remember hearing you tell that story.
yeah. I was like, oh wow, how cool is that? It was just, it's
Yeah.
a small world. So
Yeah.
but so
Jeez.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not the reason I was asking you because I do my group campouts. Normally here in Virginia, we do every May and then we do one in every September. Now,
Oh, that'd
however,
be
we're doing
cool.
now this year we're only doing the group camp out in May,
Oh yeah.
uh, which we're expecting around roughly 14 people, give or take. So
Damn.
we got the two brothers coming down from Massachusetts, the Vogel brothers. We
Cool.
got one gentleman. He's already signed up and confirmed. He's coming up all the way up from Florida. And then we have everybody else that's local here in Virginia. My main group, and plus give or take a couple of others that have been with us. Well, one individual's been with us before. We got one girl; she's never been with us before. Then I got a good friend of mine who I've actually done my last recent episode with up in Pennsylvania. He's coming down from Pennsylvania, so yeah, and then my daughter will be there. So we're gonna have a good, healthy group this year. I mean, so I was gonna say in the future reference, I mean, you're more than welcome to ever come join our camp out here in Virginia. I mean,
I may do that. Love
I
to.
mean, we're roughly another 5 hours from Kentucky where the Crypticon is. Good 5-6
Yeah.
hours. so
Not bad at all. Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
Now, as far as doing a group camp out in September here in Virginia, that is not going to happen this year. I am doing a group camp, or I'm doing a camp out in early September, but that's going to take place up in Pennsylvania. I kind of already have those plans aligned. It's just we're at this moment we're still trying to narrow down like the exact location where it's going to be.
yeah.
It may be where we just recently, like me and the gentleman's name is Chadwick Gales. We just did a camp out a good month ago up there in his main research area, and it was actually on private property, part of the Chestnut Ridge area, which is a lot of strange activity and a lot of weird occurrences up in that location. Um,
Yeah.
we had a great time exploring up there. We didn't see nothing out in the woods. I mean, we found a lot of wildlife signs, like we found some very super fresh bear sign right away, right close to camp. But it didn't get interesting until we actually ended up doing an investigation in the old abandoned house that was set up next to where we camped at. We had some
Oh, cool.
paranormal activity that took place in there, which we captured on camera. So we were
Wow.
excited. Yeah, we were excited about that. So, but we're debating if we should go back there or camp somewhere else nearby. But I mean, we'll figure that out soon enough. But there's going to be a long weekend in September coming up.
Yeah.
It's going to be close to a week, not completely a whole week, but long enough. So, but that's
Yeah.
going to go on this year. So, yep. Oh, and jumping ahead to next year, which I wish I
Yeah.
could do it this year, but I can't. But in 2027, I'll be out in the Midwest, out there in southern Illinois. There's a few of us planning a research investigation. It will be filmed. Um,
Cool.
I'll be doing some. I'll be doing some of the filming. And there's another gentleman, Joe Turry. For those who know Joe Turry, he's a
Yeah.
well-established independent film producer. He's got a lot of films under his belt.
Yeah.
He's going to be the main producer of that, So we're going to film and investigate what we do. Hopefully,
Yeah.
be able to interview a couple people while we're out there. So I mean, I'll be driving out there. It's a good 10 hours drive for me. I went out there a few years ago, and I'm looking forward to. You go right through Lexington, Kentucky. I mean, you go through like 3 or 4, like West Virginia, Kentucky. On the southern end of. You don't go through Ohio, but you touch the tail end. Like you're barely touching Ohio, and then you get through Indiana, and then of course you enter into southern Illinois. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
But
Jeez.
absolutely.
Well, I saw you the other day. It was on the UFO show.
Oh yeah, Coley. Yeah, Coley. Yeah, she's
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. I was trying to remember what her name was, and I'm like, God, I just remember it was. It
Yeah.
was a
Yeah,
UFO
she goes
show.
by. She has a few different Facebook pages. She goes by Coley UFO as her primary
Yeah,
page.
Coley
So,
UFO.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's got a big
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, she's got a pretty good sized podcast group there. too.
Yeah.
She's got
Yeah.
quite a few
Well,
followers.
Yeah, not to mention what you see on YouTube. She might put some her stuff on YouTube, but she also produces. Like she's like me. Like I'll interview people through YouTube, like you guys are doing, but then I upload my podcast through my online radio program. I think
Yeah.
I extract the audio from my podcast and it gets distributed throughout. Because I'm part of a couple different networks where I'm on Media Squatch, which is based out of Virginia, but it goes across all the major podcast platforms, which is awesome. So,
Kidding. Wow. Dang.
Yeah. So
that sounds
if that's
cool.
something you guys are interested in doing, I can connect. It won't cost you a cent. If you guys want to connect, join Media Squatch. So.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean,
Yeah.
write that down.
I'm always trying to connect other people with that platform. Is the guy Woody Watts is the name of the guy who owns that. Like I said, he's the main dude. He's real cool. Like I said, we like all you do is like take your podcast and he could do it for you, but it's easy if you like once he sets you up on the platform. If you know how to, download your video, convert your MP4 to MP3, and then take that and upload it to the platform yourself. So, which I'll do it myself. I've done it long enough where I know how to do it. So
yeah. Huh. That's cool.
I mean, you got iHeartRadio, Pandora. I mean, like any major podcast platform you could think of. You know what I mean? So,
That's a lot more
Larry.
Again, apart.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. And then, I mean, you guys, have you been on her show before? Because she seemed like she knew you pretty well. Or was that first time?
No, that was actually the first time. We
cool.
I mean, we did some chit chat beforehand.
Oh yeah.
She got a kind of feel of who I was. She's followed me for a while. She watched a lot of my other podcasts that I host, so on my YouTube channel. But she definitely plans on having me on again somewhere down the road. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, I've got her connected with a couple other people with me, which after this show's done, I could recommend a couple other people that you guys would love to have on here because they're great people, full of knowledge, has a lot of information, experiences as well. So, I mean, I'm all about connecting people and supporting others, that do this as well.
Yeah,
so.
And you too, man. I mean, me and Larry pretty much know everybody anymore, huh? Oh, all right, I'm sorry. I sat on the dog.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the dog.
When we
got ankle biter.
Oh
yeah, we rescued him, and his caller said pH, and we couldn't figure out what it was. And so for the first 2 weeks, we kept calling him Peckerhead. So going, hey, it's got your initials in it at least, It actually, we ended up getting to where it was like that was constant. We didn't even think about it. So she's like, oh, we got to call him something else. I'm like, hey, Peckerhead fits. He's a pain in the butt sometimes. But hey, so tell me about your books. I saw that this morning, this morning too. You got a couple of books you wrote?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Actually, well, there's three main recent ones. The first one I'll bring up real quick is based off of me and my grandson. It's called Camping. Yeah.
That was it. That was one. Yeah.
Now that one there, it's fictional and non-fictional. It's fictional because I added in the. It's a small children's book. It's not a long drawn out story. However, that one
Yeah.
there, I added into the fact that hey, Caden got to discover and see Bigfoot. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
now I've taken my grandson. I've taken him out camping with me a few times, and he loves it. He's like, for the record, he calls me dad. Because he lives with me, and even though I'm his grandfather, I'm his father figure. He calls me dad.
Yeah.
So he says, Daddy, when are we going camping again? He's 5 years old.
Yeah.
He'll be 6 in June. I was like, yeah,
Jeez.
we will. Like I'm itching to get out there myself. Trust me, I really am.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, like the last time I was able to get him camping, I was like, all right, we camped in the backyard. He had fun doing that, So because I couldn't afford to go out where I want to go, and get a bunch of
yeah.
and whatnot.
But he'll get
my
the whole idea. Yeah, and respect the forest and what's out there, and it's a good way to start them. Yeah.
Well, like the last time I had him out in the woods, he's picked up. I've taught him a lot of simple, basic things, and he's picked up on a lot of things, which I was amazed how much he picked up on. Like we're walking through the woods, and we're headed down to there's a small river. It's a big stream, but they call it a river out there. And we're walking along, and we see all these rocks flipped up and moved out of their location. And I said, Caden, look at that. I said, look at all those rocks. You see that they're moved. I said, what did that? He said, a bear. I said, that's right. Because, bears will flip over rocks. They'll look for bugs and grubs. They do that with logs. And, so he picked up enough to know that on his own. I was like, which I was proud of him for acknowledging that, because bears are notorious for that. They will flip over and move rocks out of their location to look for the bugs and grubs underneath the rock, Yeah. So, little things like that. He got to see his first snake, we were walking on the long forest road back up to camp. It wasn't a real big one, but it was probably about 2.5, 3 feet long, black snake, non-venomous. And, it was cute because he's like, hey, could we bring it home? I said, no, we're not bringing it home.
No. No. So, tempting, but no.
No. Me personally, I love looking at snakes. I love observing them, but you won't see me try to touch them.
I like observing them too from like the screen.
Yeah.
We have so many snakes out here. It's insane. Between the snakes,
they don't bother me unless they startle me. If I know they're there, don't bother me.
We got snakes, mountain lions, big time. They walk through our complex at night. People are getting them on their ring cameras because we're down the street from. Well, you remember the airport fire that was out here in California? That's pretty much back where my. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was going to say, I'm familiar. I know out west you guys have a lot of wildfires. But
that was directly behind my house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I'm well aware of one of the things you just mentioned compared to the East Coast out here. Now, they acknowledge mountain lions out there, right? None of the authorities, none of them, they don't try to deny it out there. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, no, I mean, it's pretty prevalent. I mean, I think there's been 6 in a month, 6 sightings, or nearly being prowled on. People being prowled on just by them hiding underneath the bush, and they're going out and they're riding their mountain bikes, stuff like that, and they scare them up. And there's a couple of been attacks and a couple of deaths out there too that for mountain bikers that have been attacked. So
wow, oh my goodness,
that's 5 minutes up the street. So they walk through our complex at night. The security guys see them. I'm like, what do you do? He goes, I run to the car. I'm like, don't run.
Yeah.
Don't run to the car. Walk to the car. So
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you here, I don't know how much you're familiar with how they react or behave to the fact that there's people having sightings out here on the East Coast. But I've had a lot of discussion with the wild game department, the fishing game departments out here. You'll be out in the national forest camping in primitive areas. The game departments, the game wardens will come in. They'll pull into your campsite. They'll just check on you, make sure you're not doing nothing illegal.
Yeah.
But I've had so many discussions with them over the years, and I will tell you, they all have pretty much the basic script, the same script.
Yeah.
And here on the East Coast, I mean, up and down the whole East Coast, I don't care, all the way up the Maine, Vermont, all the way down. I mean, now Florida is a little different. They acknowledge the Black Panther or whatever it was,
Black
down there.
Yeah, Black Panther.
Well, basically, in the Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee. Just to name a few states here on the East Coast, there's numerous sightings of these animals.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Virginia alone, I've had a blog site. I mean, there was other already established blog sites out there where I did a lot of research on. Then I put my own blog sites out there. I've had so many people respond to them. I've met people in person who claim to have seen them.
Wow.
But you start sharing this information with the authorities, because I've had other people tell me the same thing, that they were told that they didn't see what they said they saw. Your authorities that you talk and meet in person, it's like, no, we don't have them here, blah, blah, blah. But
they
they'll
say
go
in Indiana.
Script. Exactly.
The Black
crazy.
Panthers, there's pictures of them all the time, and the fishing game just go, no, you saw a bear. And it's like, they tried that with a woman that's out here. And a woman, she was walking with her daughters, and all of a sudden her daughter looked up and said, "Hey, Mom, what's that?" 2 huge Sasquatch in a tree.
Wow.
In a tree across the street from their house. They went home. They called the police. They called the DNR, the game warden, all that stuff. And they said, no, you saw a bear. You saw a bear. And she's like, no, I didn't. Here's a picture of it. And her daughter took a picture of him sitting up there in the tree. No, see, that's a bear. You can see this. She sued the state of California and won. She won millions.
Are you referring to Claudia Ackley?
Yeah. You do know her. I kind of leave her name out of it anymore. Yeah. Oh, she's cool.
Right. I know Claudia. I mean, I never met her in person. She's been on my podcast, and I've known her over the years. But yeah, bless her heart. I know she's no longer with us. But that's sad.
No. This is a different Claudia. This is a different Claudia Ackley, because I think the one that did pass away was another Claudia Ackley. And she was
Claudia
a
Ackley I'm thinking about had the same. Yeah, but it was her and her daughters who claimed to have seen one up in a tree.
Oh, okay. Then that's the right one. Yeah, but
it's got to be.
Alive.
I don't know any.
To her 6 months ago.
Yeah. No,
that's what I'm wondering. It's interesting.
This Claudia has been passed away for a lot longer than 6 months ago.
Yeah,
it's been a few years already.
4 years. Yeah. Jeez.
Wow.
But yeah, she won. She won.
That's interesting, though. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, talking about somebody else out there, out in that direction, who's actually went to court. I shouldn't even bring his name up, but I'll do it anyway. But Todd Standing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you follow on Todd Standing, but he said he's gone to court to prove the existence, which is cool that he did such a thing. But I mean, I don't know his motive, and I don't know really where I stand behind a lot of his other claims. But I thought it was cool that he went to the courts to say, "Hey, this is what I got. And this is what proves him."
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, I'm all about if somebody's got enough evidence to prove their existence, they want to put out there, "Hey, that's awesome." I personally, I'm not out there to prove the existence. I mean, I know they exist.
Oh, we know they exist.
I mean, right. But I mean, why go to the extreme? I mean, you're gonna have your naysayers and your haters regardless. I mean, and you gotta accept that. So, but
that's normal everyday thing
anymore.
I mean, look what they're doing with the PNG film. So
the only way the scientists in certain fields are going to believe it, though, is if it bites them on the ass. They got to see actual proof. And
it's that sad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me 1 second here, guys.
Oh, sure.
Some scientists just, we can find whatever and they're not going to believe it. I
No.
seen when I had my first dogman encounter, I was armed to the teeth. I had a shotgun with slugs and a 45 on my side, but the thought of shooting it never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
I was wondering
How
if
close
it's
did you
enough.
get to?
Do
Right. How
what?
close did you get to it? Yeah, how
It
close
was
were
about
you?
50 yards away. I was about 25 feet up in the tree.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's actually pretty close as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
it was massive. It was probably 7.5, 8 feet tall.
Oh my gosh.
And just, I never thought about shooting it. And I was like, this might not be enough. I might just piss it off. So I just let it do its thing. And it crossed a 200 yard, probably wide cornfield in 3 seconds. It was gone that fast.
Yeah.
They're like a
I
blur.
mean, you observed it. Did it? Yeah. Did it acknowledge you by any chance? Oh, wow.
I don't think I was downwind from it. I don't think it ever smelled me or saw me. It looked my way, but I didn't even try to look it in the eye. So you never look a predator or an animal that you're preying on in the eye.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think?
So,
Daniel?
This is a good question that you put up here. I was looking at it earlier, and to respond to this, I mean, my honest opinion regarding this question is that are they trying to communicate with us? I mean, maybe in some instances, yes, but I mean, for a subject such as Bigfoot, I like to believe that they are very intelligent, highly intelligent for that matter. I do not underestimate them. I think to respond to this question is I'm going to say this: it's a yes or no answer.
Exactly.
Yes, to a certain extent, to where they may try to give us some sign, hey, we're here. But at the same time, I don't think they want us. They don't want to put themselves out there. They're like, hey, I'm here, come find me, kind of thing, But
yeah,
I mean, I honestly believe that, they don't want to be bothered. But
well, we've already burnt that bridge.
Oh,
we've already burnt that bridge, by doing what we did in the 1800s. That's why they're so elusive now, because they don't want anything to do with us.
Right. I mean, why would they want to have something to do with this? If they have the knowledge that knowing that, hey, we're a dangerous species to begin with. We're out there. I'm not saying all of us, but I'm saying as a people, as a human race, we're out there to harm. So there's people out there like us that are willing to go out there to shoot and kill to prove their existence. Not all of us, but there is a good amount.
Yeah.
So why would they want to put themselves out there on the front, and like, hey, here I am, shoot me, prove my existence.
Yeah.
No, we're not all.
Yeah.
I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying, because we're not all like that. We're not out there. So.
Nah. But I mean, from what I've heard, we used to trade with them. They knew basket weaving and all that stuff, and we would trade with them. And then I think somebody said, God, I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody had said that they had hurt one of the kids. And so everybody took up arms and went chasing after them. And, they know guns. They know guns well.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's, well, actually, was it Ernie that said that, Larry? I'm trying to remember who it was.
Ernie.
I think it was Ernie. Do you know Ernie? I can never say his last name. Was it Devereaux? Devereaux. He's got
yeah. It sounds familiar, but I'm not really sure. I can't.
Yeah. If you get a
the
chance,
guy you spoke to. Go ahead, Daniel.
No.
The guy you spoke to in Spokane asked you a question like right towards the end of the show. He said, "Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Kill or let it live?" And you said, "I wouldn't kill just to prove that it existed."
Yeah.
And there's a lot of us that are like that. We're not going to kill something to prove that it exist.
Yeah.
We
Now,
know by tracks, by sightings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, that's why people that believe we'd be out there saving them if we could.
Right.
We'd be telling people to take their guns somewhere else or whatever, just because we know they're not there to harm us or hurt us. They're probably, people that have these attacks are probably they're trying to run them out of the area because the whole clan is back there or something like that. So there's a bunch of different theories, of course, too, Daniel. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, I've been asked on several different occasions, would I ever kill a Bigfoot? And I'm going to tell you like this: no, not intentionally. But like me and a lot of my crew members, when we're out there in the field, we do carry sidearms, but it's not for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's for
anytime I go in the woods.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because we're all arm bearers, for the protection of self-defense. We're not out there to go after. We're not like, I know.
There plenty are, I'm sure.
The mountain monster crew, on the show, they show them with guns. So that's just part of the act. They're not going to shoot and kill nothing. That's part of a show. That's part of the entertainment.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know those guys
we
real well.
Go out there for self-defense,
Yeah,
because there's other predators out there that we're very well aware of. Now,
oh yeah,
I would say this, yeah, if put in a position where we had no choice, I don't care if it's a Bigfoot or any other animal or species for that matter.
Yeah.
If we had no choice to defend ourselves, you best believe I'm emptying that clip. I mean, I carry 2 17-round mags in my sidearm, and trust me, I will empty every bit of those 17 rounds if I have to.
Yeah.
Bear or not, coyote, wolf. Yeah, but we're not out there to go kill something. We carry a sidearm for self-defense only.
Prove its existence.
So, yeah, I mean, some people are like, hey, if you see a Bigfoot, why don't you just shoot him and call the news channel? No, it's not that simple. It's not going to work that way. We're hoping to capture,
yeah.
They
can't get the picture or the camera up because they're in awe,
Right.
Thank God for that. In fact, I just heard D.A. Roberts say something about that when he was in the LBL, and he was like, I carried a gun, but there's no way. And then he had actually seen a dog man in the LBL, and he had his phone up ready to tape in case they did come across something. They saw it, got out of the car and everything. And Nick Valente said, you got that right? And he goes, oh, I forgot. He even had it in his hand. So, yeah, I agree. I'm thinking that it's better that they have some sort of a way to make us forget. I mean,
right.
But
you get caught up in the moment, the awe factor, and maybe a little fear.
Exactly.
Or it looks human enough to change your mind of committing murder. So whatever it takes.
Oh
absolutely. It'd be straight up murder if you shot one, just shoot it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and there's one guy that did that, and man, he ended up getting death threats for years, and people shooting stuff at him, and he was with Dr. Mayer, and then she went out to do eDNA, and his name, name? Oh, I can't think of what it is, but he shot a juvenile.
I'm aware who you're talking about. But
yeah, can't remember what his name is, but crazy, insane.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave's got another question for you.
Stafford said, actually, David's asking. He said, Daniel laughs at me when I say go towards them. LOL. I was seeing that one down below. I don't know if you see that one.
Yeah.
It's funny that he mentioned go towards them. There's been instances when I've been out with my group at night and we see a set of eye shine. Of course, some of it's mysterious and we don't know how to identify it. I have told the crew, hey, keep the lights on it, keep the camera rolling. I'm going up to it to see what it is. There was one incident, like we're seeing the set of eye shine. I say, all right, that's not deer. What the heck is that?
Yeah.
Like everybody stay put, keep the light shining in that direction. If you guys are recording, keep recording. But I'm personally, I'm not afraid to approach something. I've actually gone up just to witness, to observe what the heck we're looking at. Come to find out, I mean, I don't know if you guys have them out west, but here on the East Coast, and I'm sure in the other locations up and down the East Coast and other locations, we have whippoorwills. And I'm going to tell you, at nighttime, their eye shine is kind of crazy sometimes because I approached this set of eye shine and I come up to this tree branch, and here it is, this little bird. It's a whippoorwill, which their heads are kind of square and flat, almost kind of like resembles a small little mini owl. But here it is. That's what I walked upon. Like from a distance or so far back, we're seeing this set of eye shine. Look, okay, this is kind of mysterious. What the heck are we looking at? Yeah. Turns out to be a whippoorwill, which is like a small bird. And I was like,
I haven't heard the bird. I haven't heard what it sounds like or where it's, but not out here. Not out here.
Okay, go on YouTube. I mean, that's one thing I recommend a lot of people. If you're not familiar with what various animal sounds, go on. YouTube is a good tool for animal sounds. If you're not familiar or how to identify, I mean, it's funny because we had one guy, and he's an older gentleman. He joined one of our group campouts, and next morning, we're sitting around the morning fire and having a coffee or whatnot. And here he is. He's telling us, guys, I was up about 2:00 in the morning, and I heard the sound. And I don't know what made him say it was a Bigfoot, but he was convinced it was a Bigfoot. But he's like, I woke up, I heard a Bigfoot real close to our camp, and it kept making this sound, blah blah blah. I said, okay, I'm like, I'm curious to know what he heard. It wasn't even an hour later. We ended up hearing the sound, and he's like, that's what I heard last night. I said, are you sure that's what you heard last night?
Barn owl.
A screech owl. No, this was a screech owl. Yeah. I mean, we have barred owls. I mean, Virginia's famous for barred owls and screech owls. The screech owl are in other areas, but the screech owl, a lot of people think of a screech owl thinking they put a projective loud sound. No, these are very low tone birds, and they don't get that big. Not as big as a barred owl. Some of the barred owls here in Virginia get pretty big, but
sure.
I mean, but this just so happened to be a screech owl, which I was fascinated. I said, "That's a screech owl." I mean, you would think a 70-year-old man would know more or know better, but apparently, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't spend enough time outdoors. I don't know, but we had to correct him on that. I was like, hey, not everything out here is a Bigfoot. There's a lot of wildlife out here. Some of us are more familiar with it than others. But
in fact, it's funny because I heard a guy say something about, oh my gosh, there was somebody out there shooting a gun the other night, and it sounded like a machine gun.
Oh,
and everybody's like, no, it's not. Well, it's a bird that chops its jaw so fast it sounds like a gun. So they're like, no, and then they show the picture of a bird, but it's a weird looking bird, and I don't know why it's in Tennessee. So, but there's plenty out there that'll end up changing your thoughts, and I think that's how a lot of misidentification happens too.
When you said it sounded like a machine gun, I don't know if you mentioned the name of it, but I kind of went out there for a little bit. Do you know which one? What type of bird it was?
No, I don't. I don't. But it's weird. It's like a crane, but its head is just huge, and it's got this huge beak, and it just constantly boom, 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 boom.
You sure it's not a woodpecker?
No. We're talking like the size of like a flamingo. In fact, many people don't even know those birds are out there in Tennessee. I think it's like a purplish gray.
Yeah, it sounds like a blue herring, which is they're related to the crane bird.
That's probably what it is, because
they're very common. They're very common on the East Coast and down on the through the South. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's probably why.
It's like but it's like a crane, but they call them a blue heron. Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
they do have
probably
big
what it
beaks,
is.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, jeez, man.
Them things
Let's
are
see.
all over.
When I go
Yeah.
towards it,
They
no, are
make
you
pretty
good?
good racket.
Yeah,
There's a
no,
place I
I
hunt
would go
down,
towards it.
got body of water behind it, and they make some several different unique sounds. They're
Yeah.
loud. And,
See.
but if you're
Yeah,
setting
most
up
of
in
the
the deer
herons are
stand and there's a bobcat close by and he breaks loose, that'll wake you up.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Now I've
I'm
heard a
looking it up
bobcat
because I'm
on
curious.
probably 2 different occasions, but
Oh yeah, bobcats sound like
bobcats.
a woman
If you're not
screaming.
expecting to hear a bobcat, they will make the hair on the back of your neck stand up quick.
Oh yeah,
Yes, we have a ton of those out here too.
For sure.
A ton of them. Gosh,
Mm.
but they're doing a lot of back where my research area is just back behind me. But I've gone out there a couple times again. Oh my gosh, what the hell is that? And then you get home and it's like, it's a sparrow. What the hell's it doing out at night? There's a lot of
Right.
misidentification. She's like, what the hell? But let's see. Yeah, David had an encounter too. 1980. We've
Oh,
had him on. Yeah. And then Larry, did you tell him about what you had following you the other day?
yeah. Because
the dog
I'm
man that
curious
I
to know what
seen
David's saying.
mushroom.
Because I'm
I
curious to
seen
know
one a couple weeks ago, Daniel, when I was out
Yeah,
mushroom hunting.
Yeah, mushroom hunting. That's the one.
Yeah,
Let me ask you.
seen one about 75, 100 yards away. I seen him blur out of the out of the corner of my eye, and I got to looking. I was walking around picking up mushrooms, and I looked back and seen something peering over a great big grapevine at me. And I got some pictures. I got to get them cleared up and see if I can find it. But at one time, I found it in the picture. You can make out the muzzle and the pointed ears, and it's ever since I had that first encounter, I've always felt marked. Like I could be out in my garden working and I could feel the presence of something there.
like they're watching.
Or when I'm out in the woods, sometimes I'm relaxed in the woods, and then other times I'm on guard because I just feel something.
Yeah.
A native
it's
American
interesting.
friend of mine said you were marked. So
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm curious to know what David's actually on the chat. What David's talking about. He said after my encounter in 1980, I must know now. What is it he wants to know?
Probably walking
I'm
towards
curious to know what he's referring to on that. What he wants to know now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would.
Oh.
Yeah, Paul was kind of weird with me, and he's like, I said, well, let's go down there. It sounds like, there's something down there, something big. Let's go down in that holler. And he's like, nope. It's about to get dark in about a half hour, 45 minutes. I'm not going down there getting killed. And I'm like, come on, man. You've seen one of these 5 or 6 times. Let's go down there. We're here to get it on film. Nope. Screw you. Go. You don't go do it. So he snuck out. Where'd you go? But and you'll love
I got
this.
some pictures that my brother found on his property this year after a big snowstorm. I'll send you, Daniel. They look to be Bigfoot prints.
Yeah. It's funny because the other day I saw a guy that was offering all this great evidence and stuff from on his property. And I saw him getting, you're full of crap and blah, blah, blah. And that doesn't happen. And dogmen don't come out during the day.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Bullshit. And I said to him, I'm like, hey, just leave that group, man. This is ridiculous. I can't even believe they would say something like that to you. And so he and I talked for almost most of the day. And he sent me pictures, and he's got Bigfoot on his property. He's got juveniles that are going up to his garage. he's got huge 17-inch prints of Sasquatch. I mean, he's got them both, Dogman and he says, "Oh, I go out every once in a while and I'll run into one and I'll take a picture of it." And he sent me pictures, and I'm trying to get him to come on the podcast. So remember that, Brian. If you're listening right now, I'm getting you on a podcast. He said, "Well, I'm not a researcher," and I said, "You don't have to be a researcher. I mean, you're a researcher if you're out there taking pictures of it. Just because it's there, that's more research than most of the couch computer guys." So yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. 'Cause a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people don't want to refer to him as a researcher. But when you're out there looking for answers and you're out there and investigating what's going on, you're
Exactly.
investigating. You're a researcher. That's what a researcher is. Someone who investigates.
He's had a
regardless of what subject.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's had a bunch of people out there. He's invited out. He's even got professional football players that are going out there on his property and looking for these things too. So, wow. I mean, with as many as he's seeing, I think he said that he believes there were 3 clans on his property, and they would be there for a year, and then they would be gone for 2 years, and then they would come back. So, I mean, the guy's just got amazing pictures. Some of the best I've seen evidence-wise out there. Both Sasquatch and Dogman out there. So, yeah, no, I'm going to try to get him on, but...
Now, there's something you just said that reminded me of something. How, how they would be there, and they would go away and come back. Well...
Migration?
That's right. I was actually asked a question earlier today from a friend of mine. He's like, "Have you ever started habituating your research area?" I said, in a roundabout way, I said, not necessarily, because I mean, I observe my area. I have a couple different areas I focus in. There's one I've been focusing more than any other area over the years. However, they've been in the area. We've witnessed them, or a group of us together as a whole witnessed 3 of them. Now, over the years, I stay focused in this area, and like I tell any other person that's just getting involved with the research or whatever, first of all, choose an area of interest. Focus into the area, study the area, learn about the wildlife that come and go from out of the area. Same thing if you start observing the unknown, like the Bigfoot, for example. I have found tracks. I've had experiences. I've seen them. I've heard them walk away. But are they going to keep coming to that location? No, not necessarily. I believe they are passing through, or more specifically, like rotating throughout the area. Like you mentioned the word migrating. That's probably a better term to use. They migrate, but they also work. They rotate. They over the years they move into other areas, because if they are feeding on the prey animals such as deer or other mammals, for example,
for food sources.
Yeah, they may move if they may travel to another area and say, "Hey, this is more abundant. This area produces more over here. They might stay over here more versus where they were when you first observed it."
Yeah.
So it's not to say that they're going to stay in one area. They might be moving. They might stay in that general area, but not in that one concentrated area where you witness them at. So I'm very careful about how I present that to people. You've got to expand your area to a certain extent. You might have activity over here for the first 1 or 2 years, but then again, a mile up the road into the other part of the forest, they may have moved up that way, and you're not even paying attention to what's going on up there, So that's something to keep in mind. But over the years, I believe through the seasons where sometimes we have some cold, harsh winters. If they are feeding on deer, if the deer and the prey animals move, they're going to follow where the prey moves. That's with any apex predator. So that's something that people have got to keep in mind as well. As far as I'm concerned. But that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Well, in the caloric intake they got to have for each of them. There's 3 clans on his property. At one time, it's like, Oh, wait, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to put pictures up on this, and it's not allowing me. Hey, will you
Yeah,
hold still? Jeez.
if they send the pictures to you, you can do
Yeah.
a screen share on here. Yeah.
Yeah. And I tried to do it a couple of times, and the problem is if you're not paying for the whatever 79.95 or whatever it is,
Oh,
you're
no.
on what you do.
Yeah. See, I use Restream, which is very similar to this, but if you are paying, like, you can pay the lowest package, which StreamYard's gone up. It's $25.
Yeah.
The
Is that what it is?
the
Okay.
lowest basic package. I yeah, with Restream it's $20 a month. So, but it's like $5 cheaper, give or take. You know.
We may look into that then.
Yeah, but
it's kind of ridiculous.
But
I'll just say yes.
There is a way you should be able to. I haven't played with StreamYard in a while, but there's a way you could post a picture up here, separate from all that. But yeah, hey guys, give me a second.
Yeah. No, go ahead, man. You're good.
Problem, Dave
for just
or Daniel.
A minute. I'll be right back, guys. So
yeah,
I'll be
no
right
worries.
back.
Take time.
All right.
Nah, where he's talking about migration, I think they moved from food source to food source too, different times of the year. I was reading an article where a guy said he only seen them in certain months of the year, and after that, he didn't see them at all. And he went and did some investigating. A certain time of the year, the mussels come up closer to the surface where they could get them and crack them open and eat them. And like he said, they need high fat, high protein, and those are full of it. But only there's only a 2 or 3 month span out of the year that the mussels would do that, and clams. And they knew that, and they'd move to that area, set up there for a while, stage or whatever, get their food, and then move on. This guy said they're real good about not depleting a food source. That way there's one there annually.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're more than smart enough to be like that.
Yeah, that's the thinking that I like. And I mean, if you think about it, all the theories that people throw out there, just use your common sense. You know, I mean,
oh yeah,
it could be anything, but
some people try to get too technical, and they just
oh well, maybe they like the flowers over there in the field, and it's like,
when I was telling Martin about that latest encounter, he said maybe they eat mushrooms. He said, we know Bigfoot, dude.
They do.
Well,
exactly.
So it's possible.
Yeah. But I mean, it's most common sense answers that answer those questions. You know, it doesn't have to be so. Oh well, they don't like the flavor of whatever the mushrooms this time. No, it's not necessarily that. Not that at all. It's just the common sense answers. If you follow them, they make more sense than all the other theories combined. But that's the way I like to look at it.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel, this David Stafford is asking about the pictures because he approached me a couple months back. He had a trail cam pic, and it shows if you zoom in on it, you can see a Bigfoot and a dog man off to the side watching deer feed in a food plot that he hunts.
Oh, interesting.
Of course, it's grainy. It's not clear picture, but you can clearly see the pointed ears, the eye, the muzzle. Then you can see the outline of a Bigfoot looking around a tree, and they're watching this deer feed. Well, 2 deer feed on a food plot that a trail cam captured.
I wish I could get this on there.
But we posted that to the group. If you want to see it, I'll send it to you.
But I probably can't see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Feel free to send it to me.
When we had that snowstorm, Danny, my brother approached me about the tracks he found on his property. Another friend said, "Hey, Larry, I got some weird tracks out on my property, and I've been hearing strange owls." And He said, I found a set of tracks that come up to the shop, the window up in my shop, and was looking in, it looked like. Then it walked away from that and straight back to the woods along the river. So where we live, our little town's like a rural town. We got 3 major rivers within a mile of each other, and nothing but rolling hills and agriculture fields. So, I mean, it's a good setup for them.
I'm going to shoot this to you right now.
Okay. Now, where are you located, if you don't mind me asking, Larry?
I'm in Indiana, southern Indiana.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll probably pass right through your area when I go out to southern Illinois. I'll be going out there next year.
Yeah,
So
there's been an uptick of sightings in southern and northern parts of Indiana on Bigfoot and Dogman. And Ohio recently. I'm sure you've seen that all over the news.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you bring up Ohio. I want to make mention of this real quick. Now, I've been to Ohio once, and that was back in 2017, and that was to attend the Ohio Bigfoot Conference. Now, I got to meet a lot of great people out there, and it was a great experience being out there, and I enjoyed the area we stayed in out there. But during that time, while we stayed out there was actually a hoax that took place, and those people got caught trying to hoax some tracks out there somewhere in the area, you know. And I got people that go out there. I know people. There's a group of Pennsylvania that go out there and they bring everybody they can out there and go stay in the campsites, the tent sites and everything. And I've been invited numerous times over the years. Hey, why don't you come out to Ohio? Come camp with us. Here's the thing. I'm gonna camp out there, but I'm not gonna tell anybody when I go out there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out there without a group, because there's too many idiots people out there. Exactly. You think if Bigfoot that stupid? He's gonna show himself in front of all these people. I mean, you're going out there with groups and armies. Why go out there and tell everybody that you're going out there for a chance of being hoaxed and all this other BS? So
you're opening up the opportunity. Yeah. You're enabling it for it to happen.
I mean, Ohio's a great state. Don't get me wrong. But you don't go out there announcing your presence out there and bringing a whole crowd of people in this concentrated campsite, and you're going to go out there with. I mean, I go out there with a group of people too, but we don't announce where we're going. There's only very few people know exact locations.
Yeah,
but, we go out there. We go out there in a non-aggressive, setting. We enjoy ourselves being out there, and when we're ready, we go step off. We do daytime hiking. You got to feel the land, but we like going out at nighttime because that's when all the fun stuff tends to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's when it's likely to happen. So we go out. It is what it is. But again, as far as Ohio goes, I love Ohio. I've only been out there once, but there's a lot of reports over the years from that location. Especially around Salt Fork State Park, where everyone wants to go fill in the spot here. No, you're not going to catch me out there with your group. I'm sorry, but your group, you guys are going about it the wrong way as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That many signings in a week span. That was.
I just sent you. It should be on your messenger. And I mean, there's a huge Sasquatch sitting right there in front. You can see the butt of the deer, but there's a dogman on the right. There's another dogman, which I believe is poking its head out from behind a tree. And then it looks like 2 different Sasquatches right there on the left-hand side. You can see the one, but it looks like there's actually another one that might be behind that one.
Now this
that would be on the
I got some.
See it?
Give me a second. I'm going to put this through this. I have an app on here that's very advanced.
So you can blow.
Oh, that's what we need.
Cool.
Yeah, and I pay for this, so it's not cheap stuff. So,
I'm sure the same area where he had his Bigfoot encounter in the camper with his family.
Yeah,
the same area.
That one's for you, Larry.
All right, so give me a while. It's gonna go through its process. It's gonna do what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
that
gonna see
question's
if,
for me. I'm in Patoka, Indiana, about 3 miles north of Princeton.
Yeah.
Rockport,
Guess
you're
what?
not too far away. You're a little bit like southeast of it.
The guy I told you about that has that property out there that's got the, the Bigfoot and Dogman out there on it. Guess where he's at? Indiana.
Michigan.
Nope, Indiana. He's
No,
out there too.
Indiana?
Yep. Yep. That's what
Oh,
I was gonna
wow.
say. I'm gonna get his info
I
to
need to
you.
get with that guy.
I totally forgot about that until we were just talking about it. I'm like, shit. Yeah, no, I mean, I forgot about that, and I got so intrigued talking with him that I was just like, wait, where are you at in Indiana? And I told him that I was going to ask you, and it just totally forgot
Uh,
about it. Brian.
Somebody I've been
so
talking
Daniel,
to
I just
said,
sent back what I. Yeah,
What's that?
the image that I sent back to you, it's enhanced
Oh.
and it's cleaned up. Now I see more.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see more of a figure on the left side than I do the right side.
Yeah.
So
yeah, left
I
side
don't
where
have
I
to see
was seeing
what I
it.
sent you.
Oh, wow, man. That is
Yeah.
so much better.
All I did was I just did a simple basic thing without going too depth with it, but that's just an enhancement.
Yeah.
And but yeah, like I said, it definitely clearly looks like a subject or figure on the left side, more so
Yeah.
on the right side.
Yeah.
The
And it
one
looks
where
like,
he's standing almost out in the open, it looks like.
yeah. And it looks like there's
And
another
that's what it
head
looks like to
behind
me.
that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
a
he
body.
sent that to me a couple months ago, and I just got a mobile phone, smartphone. I tried to blow it up best I could. And I said, let me talk to a few people. I said, that one that you're talking about to the left of it, I said, that really looks like that could be a Bigfoot or a Dogman. I said, it's something. It's not a tree or a bush.
You're busted again, huh? Peckerhead.
So we put him on the show, and then he
Stay right there.
shared.
Don't
We'd
move.
been talking back and forth for a couple months, and he said something about him and his family having a Bigfoot encounter in the camper when they were camping when he was younger. And so we had him on the show, and he's a real decent, nice, honest guy, it seems like. And he's up in Michigan. Luther is where he's hunting at, and it's only like 30 miles from the Manistee National Forest in Michigan, which there's been Bigfoot and Dogman sightings. So, I mean,
Nice.
30 miles ain't nothing. We know that. They can travel. But I thought it was pretty neat, interesting pick, and where somebody just out of the blue see your name in a group and
Oh yeah.
message you and say, hey, I want your opinion about something. It was pretty nice.
Yeah,
That's one other thing. That's one other thing that Brian was telling me about his property is they are so close that one of the females was sitting 30 feet away from him on the other side of his fire that he had going on outside, and he could see her face. And the picture is just, I mean, you can see the full face, and he called her something, a certain name, but she has a hair lip. I mean, if he can see it that close, I'm trying to figure out where that picture I put it.
Is he afraid to go public with the pictures or
No, he was trying to give this other
speak with
group, hey,
people?
check out what I've got. And they started saying, well, they don't come out at night, or they don't come out during the day. And I'm like, the fuck they don't.
Yeah.
Jeez, And it's a group.
They come out whenever they decide they want to come out.
Exactly. You
I
had
think
sighting the other day.
is their choice is the reason why a lot of people do see them.
Yeah.
By their choice or their
Well,
curiosity peaks and they come.
Yeah. Well,
and
you
see
got
what's
Gay
going
Roberts,
on.
you got Nick Valente. I gave him a list of like 6 people. And I kind of was a dick to the group, and I'm like, don't fucking let them say that. Look at this person, this person, this person. So don't go lying and saying that they're not out during the day. If you're part of the support hotline, how are you helping support this guy by telling him that he's making shit up? I'm like, God damn. So yeah, but he's a pretty cool guy. I'm gonna see if I can get him on right now.
Granted, most of the encounters are at night with both, and most scripted, but they move during the day. No doubt
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, you can't always, you know, hunt at night. There's just too many things that I've heard that they go, oh well, they don't do that, they don't do that, and I'm like, if they don't, then why are these people seeing it? Why has this picture been taken during the day? Why is this? And it's like, if you're not there to support, then don't say it in the group. That it's right there, dog man, something supporting eyewitness or something
You
like
think
that.
about it, Daniel. As far as pattern wise, I mean, they can move whenever they decide they want to get up. They're going to move
Yeah, it's not like they're trying to
like a
hide it.
deer,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some of them have the routines. They have
Oh yeah.
they have their own developed routines. But if they got to feed, they're gonna move. If they got
Yeah.
if they have to, for whatever reason, they got to get up and move. But
They've got
Yeah, they got
babies.
to
It's
get
not
up,
like they
move,
can always.
stretch,
Yeah.
pee. They ain't going to
I
piss
mean,
where they're laying.
well, exactly. And just because they have the routine doesn't mean they're going to stay in that routine.
Yeah.
We have our routines, but our routines don't stay on point. We get disrupted
Yeah.
for whatever reasons.
Exactly.
It's just like us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's kind of like,
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, this guy is
I don't
bringing
want to
you.
get up at 2:30 in the morning and go pee because I'm comfortable in the bed, but I got to get up and
Exactly.
go.
But I do that sometimes. Some nights I sleep right through the night till I have to get up for work in the morning. But there's sometimes I have to get up 2 different times to go pee.
Oh yeah, that's because we're getting older, man. That doesn't help either. Getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 46 years old and I'm experiencing that. So
Yeah.
Man, I wish I was 46 again.
Few more Bigfoot sightings in Monroe. Monroe, Michigan.
I'm thinking David's the youngest out of us here. Daniel. Daniel, how old are you?
Me? Oh, I'm 53.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
thought you were younger than
59.
me.
Next birthday, I'll be
I told
60.
you mine, Danny. What's yours?
No, I just said I'm 46. I'm the baby of the group here.
Oh, you are 40. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Shit. That means I'm the elder again. Why?
Yeah, you are. Why do you think I have you on with me, man? Somebody's got to, make the jokes about how old you are and stuff like that, But yeah, no, it's
you say you're taking your grandson camping. I've seen some of the pictures you posted. Don't blink because they grow fast.
David just got back to me.
Grandkids, and the oldest one's 13 now. They grow fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 grown daughters. I mean, the youngest, she's just turned 18 at the end of December, and my oldest one, she'll be 25 in June. So yeah, but as far as the grandkids, yeah, they are growing. So absolutely.
Oh yeah. My youngest just turned 25.
Okay.
My youngest daughter. So yeah,
nice.
Sunday. Then I got one 32, and then I got 27-year-old son and a 22-year-old son. So.
Oh wow. Very cool. So,
yeah. Grandkids are awesome. That's like a gift from your kids. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like my grandson, the oldest one that lives with me. He's my grandson, but I look at him as my own son because I've always wanted a boy, and it's funny how things worked out because again he calls me dad. I mean I'm his father figure, and then he's got my parents. My parents are his, he calls them grandpa, grandma, and
Yeah.
Well, he calls my mom, but it's, he does have a mom that comes around and sees him, but I'm not going to get into all that.
Come on,
But
man.
he knows that's his. He knows that's his mom,
Yeah.
but at the same time, he calls my mom. So it is what it is. My parents have 4 grown children. Me and my younger brother, that's 44, and then 2 older sisters,
Mixie.
54, 55. 56. I mean, so, but it is what it is. So, yeah.
So, when's your next outing? I know you go out quite a bit on weekends when you get a chance. There in
Now, yeah.
looking and
Um,
researching.
well, well, tomorrow morning, me and my group were actually putting together a Bigfoot town hall gathering, which a couple of us will be talking
Cool.
and discussing a few things. I'll be doing David Lester, who's on the live chat. He's going to be talking and discussing a few things to start off with, and we'll probably do some of that together. And then I'll be doing the main presentation starting around 11:30. We're going to be going over a lot. I mean, I got a PowerPoint put together, kind of sharing a few things. Um, we're going to be talking about some. We'll have some of some of our equipment on display. We're going to be talking about that. David actually has some of the audio that we've captured up there. We plan on playing the audio and discussing and going over some of that. Which we're looking forward to that. I have not had a library presentation in a long time because the library that I'm doing this at, I used to do this at the library a lot, and I've always had a good attendance. And I started off doing the library presentations and lectures before I started hosting my conference every year. And so the library was excited to bring me back into that, to have me sign back up in that. I mean, well, I've been trying to do it sooner, but they've, ever since COVID, they weren't doing public gatherings for the longest time, and now they open back up. So I'm glad that they're doing it again. And so after I signed this up and put this together, they actually reached out to me through email, say, "Hey, let's do an event in October. Let's do a cryptid, seminar, blah blah blah. Come October." I said, "Okay, let's do that." I said, "I got a couple things going on in October." But I said, "Yeah, we'll make that work." So yeah, we're doing that tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. and we'll be there till 1:30, 2 o'clock tomorrow. So it'll be pretty much a good day of talking Bigfoot with everybody. And we're hoping that we have people come out that may have had experiences that are willing to share it with us. Because my plan or my goal is, if they're willing, is to let me film them. Because I'm going to be filming my presentation as well. So I'm hoping that if there's anybody out there with a story to tell, hopefully they'll be willing to let us capture that on camera. And of course, that will go towards my documentary film series, Bigfoot Explorers. Now, the weekend after, I'm going to be free that weekend, and I definitely plan on going out there. There's a certain location right outside of my main research area I plan on doing a camp out investigation in. And this particular area has a very long and broad history of Bigfoot sightings, and not to mention the paranormal, because there was a murder several years ago in this location. And so I've done some research. I've heard about what's been heard out there. There's all kinds of weird sounds and screaming, sounds of children laughing and playing out there. I never camped in this particular concentrated location. I've been out there. I fished at the pond that's out there, but I've hiked on the trails out there during the daytime. I have found some promising tracks out there, but I never spent the night out there. So I'm going to be spending the weekend out there next weekend. Is my plan anyway. Moving ahead, like I said, we have our group camp out coming up in May. It's going to be through the 17th through the 23rd. With me and my group, and like I said, we got about 14 people expected to join us this year, which is going to be awesome. Now, between now and then, I'm hoping it works out where I'll spend some more time doing some weekend camp outs. That's the one thing about my work schedule. I work Monday through Thursday, 4 10-hour days.
That's cool.
So I have 3-day weekends, which allows me to get out there and do things. But I have to consider my grandson too, because I can't expect my parents to watch him all the time. Because they're in their 70s, so it's not easy for them. They raised all four of their grown children,
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna make the best of it. And go from there, So, absolutely.
Daniel, I just sent you a couple of the pictures from Brian.
Okay, let me check that out real quick. Oh, okay. We got a foot track. That looks similar to one of the ones I have found. Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Not, oh, wow. That reminds me that. Well, I'll show you. Let me see if I got him on the phone real quick. I'll send a couple of right back to you. Oh, where did they go? I thought I had him on here. Right.
Yeah, his own group or his research is BAO Bigfoot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're really close. You see the one that's got the dark face in it?
Yeah, I'm curious about that one. I'm gonna put that through my.
I believe that's the one that has the hair lip that was sitting on the other side near him.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what my software does on that real quick.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that one. That does look very interesting.
Yeah, that face, I believe he said was the one the female that sat across from him and was listening to the music at the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, this guy's got incredible stuff. So that group is an idiot for passing this by.
Is this the guy that says
got
that
hundreds
they
of
come
pictures.
and go? They might come for a little while, then leave, and then it might be a year or two before they come back. Or this is the guy right now, ain't it?
Yeah, that's
His
him.
picture's up.
Yeah,
He's from Indiana.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said Indiana. Because I remember I was going to ask you, and I totally forgot. And he
Is
had
that the
also
one that said
said,
he's from Rockport a while ago, or was that somebody else?
No, that's somebody else. This
Okay.
is
Well, I had a guy contact me the other day. He said he was on the road, but when he got time and got back in home, he's going to send me a
Southern
message
Indiana.
via about an encounter him and his girlfriend had a couple months ago. So I'm waiting on that. I want to see.
Did you see this, Larry?
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Wow.
They're here. They're
Tell him
year
to
round. And
shoot me
he's
a
in Southern
message on
Indiana.
Facebook, Brian, or a friend
See?
request.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm telling him, I'm like, man, you got a freaking gold mine here, and we'd love to have him on.
Yeah.
The guy we talked for most of
I'm
the
about 40
day.
miles north of Evansville, Brian.
40 miles north of Evansville.
Evansville. Yeah, he's on Rockport. He's just a little southeast of
Oh,
that. Not too far though. Probably about
that
an
is
hour and
nice,
20-minute
Daniel.
drive.
You can see the face.
Yeah. Now, on this here, on
It's
those
kinda
images I
rough,
sent
but-
back to you, if you look
Yeah.
at what appears to be the face and look at the surrounding,
It's all similar.
right. So, this is just my honest opinion. Don't hold me to
No,
this.
no.
But one is an enhanced image. The other one where I put in to clean it up. And so
Yeah.
there's one's a little different than the other, but you can still see what looks like a face in there.
Yeah.
With what was cleaned up and enhanced, basically what's telling me the way in the one image where it looks like it's combined with the rest of it, but the face itself stands out, tells me that there is I'm trying to find the best way to put this. It's all similar foliage. And
Yeah.
with that
And I
being
could be
said,
wrong too, Daniel. I could be
right,
wrong.
right. Like I said, this is just my
mean that
opinion.
No.
Right.
Trust me. You know more about Bigfoot and stuff than I do. So
Right. I mean, what I'm saying is this here clearly looks like what, for those who don't know, pareidolia, where
Yeah.
images show up as what our mind's seeing it as, but it's not really what it is. So, if that makes any sense. So,
Yeah.
now, I'm not saying it could be something there, but I'm saying it's just, that's based off of what I'm seeing off of what got cleaned up.
Yeah.
Like I said, again, it's part of. I feel like it's part of pareidolia. But,
Yeah. So I'm sure some
like I
of it
said,
is, but
yeah, don't take my word completely for it. Like I said, that's just my honest opinion. So
yeah.
yeah,
Hey, all right, Larry.
it's
He's
still
about a
interesting.
mile and he's about an hour and a half away from you, Larry.
That's what I figured. Hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, see, yeah. Brian, I got to figure out
Interesting.
how to be able to put these pictures on, to post them because these are incredible. Some of the
Yeah.
other ones here, I'll send it to you, Dan.
We got to get with
All right.
Daniel on that platform. He said that he could
Yeah, we
share
got to
with
figure
us
that out.
and get out there more to viewers and reach,
He said,
get more
well, the first,
coverage.
yeah, he said, well, the first clan has either left or moved further back. Sometimes I think I see one from the first clan. He'd also said that they come up to his windows at night and look through the windows.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like it.
Yeah. No, I'll take a dog, or I'll take a Bigfoot over a dog man doing
Now,
that any day.
now, Daniel, is that who's that you're talking about? Who and where are they
That's Brian.
located? Brian.
He
Okay.
is.
And where?
Yeah, that's Brian. Yeah,
And where's he based
mean,
out of?
iPhone
he,
17. Think he's
yeah,
saying like Rockport, Indiana, Southern Indiana,
Oh, okay.
or close there,
yeah,
Southern
yeah.
Indiana.
He's an hour and a half
He's an
away
hour
from
and a
you.
half. He's probably south, could be southeast or west of me.
Yeah,
Because
Well,
an
when I
hour and
go
a
out
half
to
from here, I'd be in Kentucky. So if I went
yeah,
straight
gotcha.
south, so you'd have to
Because
go east or west.
when I travel out to Southern Illinois to do the group campouts and the investigations out there, I take Route
Yeah,
64 straight through,
you
and
might
I go
come
right through
right
Indiana.
close, not far from me,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
That's what I was
going
I
to
thinking.
travel.
Southern Illinois.
Yeah,
What
I
part of
travel
Illinois
64
is that?
complete west. There's a couple different areas that I'm trying to think of the name of the area. Well, the area that we may be concentrating in this time around is called Murphyboro, something like that. Let me look at the area. I'm trying to think of the name of the area. Where were we at? I know we
I know
were in the
some.
Shawnee State Forest. Shawnee State
Okay.
Forest is where
Yeah.
we were last year. Oh, I mean, a few years ago. Yeah. So
Have you ever checked any of the state
because I remember.
parks or national forests there in Virginia for activity?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. You'd be
They seem to
surprised
be
at the
connected.
reports.
They really do.
Well, where I live in Virginia, I live in what's called the Shenandoah Valley. Just like David
Yeah.
Lester that's on the chat here. Now we all live in what's called the Shenandoah Valley. I mean, we live in a concentrated area. You got the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is also known as Skyline Drive. We got Blue Ridge Mountains, and then to the west of us, we have the Allegheny Mountains. Our research area where we concentrate in right now is just a few miles short of West Virginia. So, we're in the Appalachian region. So, but in the valley alone, over the years, I've had so many Bigfoot reports, east and west of us here. So, yeah, it's interesting to hear what's going on here and the sightings that's occurred over the years from various sources. But yeah, most of the sightings, a majority of them have actually taken place throughout what we call the George Washington National Forest, which runs from all the way from Southwest Virginia all the way to Northern Virginia. But that doesn't include what's west of us as well. Which the George Washington National Forest, if you look at the region of how it lays out, it runs into other state forests and other states as well. It's very concentrated, heavily wooded. So yeah, we have a lot of heavily wooded forests up here. So, And I will say Virginia alone, along with the East Coast, over the years, I've learned that how underestimated the East Coast is compared to the Pacific Northwest. Everyone, hears about all the reports over the years from the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, even Northern California.
They're not even
Bigfoot's out there. And the thing
Lifting.
is, they don't realize what we have here on the East Coast. It's underestimated.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I decided to start the ECBRO, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization. I over the years I've expanded my research into other states that's reaches beyond the East Coast. But the thing is, I feel like it's important to keep concentration and focus on the East Coast because people got to learn and become more aware of what we have out here. Because
well, look at the Carolinas. They're not that far away, and Blue Ridge Mountains. There's
not at all.
A lot of activity up in there.
90% of the Blue Ridge Mountains runs right through Virginia here. North Carolina, there's only a small percentage of the Blue Ridge that runs, down through there. So, and not to mention the Appalachian Trail that runs from northern Maine down to Georgia.
And you guys are getting a ton more
sightings.
Yeah, you guys are getting a ton more sightings than I am here. Trust me. That's why I keep wanting to go back, move back there. But yeah, no, I mean, right now
you need to move to the Midwest, Bubba.
Oh, trust me, I've tried that. I tried to move to Colorado too, and that didn't work out too well.
Well, Daniel, you're in California. You must have a damn good paying job because shit's expensive out there.
No,
it's crazy.
It's almost $7 a gallon for gas. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Oh yeah.
I'm griping at 348.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean,
now
they're trying to turn they're trying to turn Virginia into California, basically.
Well, what's funny is we haven't even had the second tax that's been put on gas yet, so it might go up to $7 or $7.50. So I mean, it could be $8 depending on where we're at now with the war.
You know what? I watched the news and it said it only cost 97 cents to make a gallon of gas. So that shows you the markup. It's nothing but greed. That's all there is.
There's
a demand for it, and they're going to make it pay for it.
It's most of the time when we're not having problems with it, it's $4.78 to $5.22, something like that. So I mean, and that's the low octane. That's not even the other stuff too.
All right, it's got to do with your governor over there.
Oh yeah,
here in Virginia,
or Screwsome or whatever they call him.
Gavin.
Our diesel prices are about $5 and change.
Yeah. I haven't even looked to see what diesel is out here. I'm sure it's through the roof. Brian.
I mean. Yeah,
1.8 million acres.
My guy here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of land on the national forest that we venture into.
Yeah,
we haven't even stepped foot on it.
And there seems to be more sighting tied to national forest and state parks than private ground.
Well, the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is part of the Shenandoah State Park. I mean, there's been reports that come out of there, but it's you have hikers that venture through the Shenandoah State Park, which is where the Appalachian Trail runs through. And I mean, you only hear about reports from people based off of the people that are willing to come forward and share that information. So which I've heard several stories from the Blue Ridge
Got
Park,
max sightings.
But man.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got it all over us out here anymore. In Pacific Northwest, I haven't really heard of any good, credible sightings that have been out here. I mean, like I talked to Matt, and behind my house, we've got 8 to 10 different Bigfoot that he's seen back there. So, and Matt Harvey is another one to look into, Daniel. The guy's just an
Okay.
encyclopedia of knowledge. It's incredible. And he used to live out here with me. And he used to give haunted tours in Black Star Canyon. So
Oh wow.
yeah. So I mean, Black Star Canyon is basically Skinwalker Ranch out here for us. So I mean, he's
You're in the
seen it
southern
all.
part of California, aren't you?
Yeah, South Orange County. And then he moved to Texas a couple years ago. But it's funny because I was going all the way out to Sierra Nevadas to because there was a couple of different places out there where they were being seen. That's where what's his name is
Ron Moorhead,
Steven.
Share Sound.
Oh, see, he's out there too. Yeah. What's his name? Barrios. Steven Barrios. He's the one that's out there chasing down Bigfoot. He's pulling casks as we go. That's why I haven't been able to have him on the show, because he's out there chasing down Bigfoot. And he sent me a whole huge bucket. Last time we met, he gave me a bucket of castings. I mean, it was huge. So I mean, it's really, really cool what he's doing. And he keeps sending me pictures, 17, to 19-inch tracks.
Yeah, I know. The northern part of Indiana has been having quite a few Bigfoot sightings and Dogman sightings, and they're occurring not too far from one of the naval base, and they got a great big wildlife refuge over there.
Oh, out here
or something. A lot of acreage of woods and swamp and.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're thinking. Yeah, because Yakima,
Not far from Crane Naval Base.
Right.
They make chemical weapons and
then they probably put that by my house. One of those.
Yeah, Daniel, just give me a moment here. I'm
no, take your time, man. Like I said,
yeah,
we're just kind of here.
Yeah. It should come up something soon. Let's see what we got.
So how's things been going, Daniel, work-wise over there?
Oh, thank God I took this week off because I was sick.
So, did you feel any better? Starting to feel
a little
better?
bit. Yeah, past couple days, man. I was hurting like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then I mean, it's almost as bad as I had when I got back from CryptidCon.
You have a lot of allergy problems, don't you?
No, not that. No, I had allergy shots when I was a kid, but they do think that when I was in Kentucky going through the forest, that there was something back there that bugged me, because I've been back there 3 times, and twice I've come back with walking pneumonia.
There might be a damn spore or fungus there in that woods.
That's a bear.
Don't like.
That's a bear, Dan.
Yeah,
big bear.
With what I sent you back the original image and what it came back to.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know, still very interesting.
But
but in the original picture, it does look like something different, though.
It does. The body looks different than the head, right? It's not
right.
Correct.
But
unless you're up around the Hoosier National Forest, there's no bears in Indiana.
Really?
Last known bears were in the Hoosier National Forest. And I think the last time a bear was seen there was probably 5 to 10 years ago. Don't mean they're not, though,
Yeah. I gotta look make a statement on that, because I've had people in various locations up and down the East Coast, Midwest, out to California. I've had so many people tell me, like, oh, especially down in Texas, oh, there's no bears down here.
No,
Bears are
there
very
are.
elusive. You're not going to see them
Yeah.
sometimes.
No.
And just because you don't see a bear in the area doesn't mean they don't exist there. Bears are very, again, I'll repeat this: the bears are
Oh yeah,
very
they are.
elusive. But bears are in locations where you least expect them. Bears travel just
Oh,
like a
yeah.
lot of other animals.
We got them right out
And
here.
they
Oh
make
yeah,
it
they
around.
migrate.
Well, yeah, but I've had. I mean, again, Larry, I've had other people tell me, like over in Illinois, oh, we don't have bears here.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen them?
Hunting
Yeah,
pressure
they
will
do.
push
That's
them
where Lori's from.
out where they won't come around. You won't
Yeah.
see them or nothing.
Yeah.
Don't mean
Yeah.
they're not there though.
Right.
'Cause my dad grew up around
Like
there,
this is
and he's seen them all the time when he was young.
Yeah.
Up around Hoosier National Forest, he said just about every time he went in the woods, he seen one.
Yeah.
But
Well, one of the very last biggest grizzlies was killed right up the street from me, right by Cook's Corner. In fact,
yeah,
they
it
had
took
it
two
stuck there
bears
for
to
some
make
reason.
that one, so it wasn't the last.
Yeah.
yeah. Like down in Texas, for example, there was an individual who posted some very clear tracks, and he was convinced that they were bear tracks. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've had a lot of encounters with bears over the years,
Oh yeah, I
and
know where
apart
you're
from
at.
having,
Oh,
oh yeah, and apart from having encounters with bears, of course, not, to be honest with you, none of them were aggressive. You know, bears bears don't want to have nothing to do with us. They tend to go the opposite direction, and they
Yeah.
tend to avoid people at most costs. Now, an individual posted some very clear tracks from based out of Texas, and I will tell you, I know my bear tracks. I've studied tracks, bear tracks especially. And when he posted these tracks, this guy was so convinced that these were not bear tracks when I clearly told him. And I'm a wildlife researcher. I know my bears very well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you would know.
And I don't know why this guy was convinced that they were not bear tracks, that they were Sasquatch tracks.
So
And
were
it's
they
sad because
double steps?
no, not even that. Not even that. Because I know them, but these were not double step bear tracks, which are common with bears.
Yeah.
That can fool a lot of people. But these were
Yeah. Oh
clearly,
yeah.
both front and rear part bear tracks.
Yeah.
Yes, the rear foot of a bear is usually elongated compared to the front paw, but
Hmm.
oh well, these don't have claws. I'm going to tell you, not every bear track has claws.
Not every bear does.
You can't. I have come across, and I got tracks of bear paws and tracks that they don't display the claws. Sometimes it depends on the terrain and the soil they step on, but you're not going to have claws in every track.
the weight too.
That's true.
So, but like as far as Indiana goes, I mean, yes, bears are very rare up there, but the last known sighting for bears was back in 2021. So, I mean, it doesn't mean they're just very rare. It doesn't mean they're
Yeah.
just because they're not seen on a common, like even Virginia here in Virginia and Tennessee, bears are very highly populated here, but not everyone sees them, but they are highly populated. We have a very healthy abundance of bears here on the East Coast, but so a lot of people underestimate the whereabouts of various wildlife. But I'm going to tell people don't underestimate wildlife, because wildlife does not know territory. They don't know boundaries.
Nope.
Just because I hear people say all the time, "Oh, we don't have bears here." Why not? Well, they don't travel through. They don't know territory. I've had people say there ain't no coyotes in Kentucky. Bullshit.
Whatever.
Shit. Coyotes.
That's like we
I've
got
seen
Kentucky and
coyotes
Tennessee.
during the
All they
day.
got to do is swim a river, and they're in Indiana.
Yeah.
And
Well, and our coyotes and mountain lions we've built so much crap behind us, and there's no food, and they're walking through our complexes, both of them walking around, taking dogs, cats, everything.
Well, yeah,
And
that
I mean,
only makes sense because, like here in Virginia, when I first moved to Virginia, I was 11 years old. I've seen areas which once used to be wooded, but now there's shopping malls, plazas, and all kinds of built up condos and whatever apartments and everything. You're pushing wildlife out of their natural habitat, and you're gonna see them more in these rural areas than we realize.
Yeah.
You know, you're forcing them out of their habitat. I mean, what do you expect? Where are they going to go? You know, so they're going to a lot of our basic wildlife are going to be seen in places that they shouldn't be seen in, but that's the work of human hands right there. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. Years ago, they captured a bear in Evansville, Indiana. He decided he wanted to swim to Ohio and raid the KFC dumpster. He wanted some chicken.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But like you said, they don't know boundaries. They're just going to go wherever they want to go.
Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, guys, I hate to do this.
I see all kinds of deer, but you let pressure get on for a little bit, you might hunt 4 or 5 days before you see a single deer. They're there, they just don't want to be seen.
Hey.
The same way with everything.
That's how it is. That's how it is in the national forest here. I mean, you know, everybody gets a permit to go hunt in the national forest, but you know, I mean, I've been in the national forest, sitting on the ground up against a tree, and I'm sitting in what sounds like a war zone. You hear bullets whizzing over your head. What the? You know, people shoot at anything, anywhere around here.
Yeah.
You know, and like crap. You know, it's like, and so I've actually haven't hunted in the last 3 years. I've kind of took a break from it because you know everybody out there, you know, shooting at whatever. They're idiots. You know. So,
thank God they can't hunt out here. I mean, they
lucky. I got private ground. I've been hunting for about 40-some years, so nobody else is allowed. So,
that's the way to do it. But you always get one idiot out there doing it.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
I went public hunting ground one time when I was younger, and like you said, what the hell? Because daylight came, there's bullets flying everywhere. And
exactly.
I got up and walked out.
Yeah,
that figures. And I'm sure that would be even worse out here. I'm sure that people would be picking each other off. Oh, well, his hair kind of looks like a deer's butt. You know, it's out here. So but so hey,
check this. Yeah, go ahead.
No, when you get a second, tell us a bit about your group so we can know a little bit more about it too.
Yeah. Well, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization, you know, real quick, you know, when I first started on this, I started off as a solo individual. On the most part, I still go in solo with a lot of what I do. But over the years, I have actually built a there to associate with me. I do have a dedicated group that's based out of here in Virginia, but there's others along the East Coast that like to associate with me, which is awesome. They're not dedicated, full-blown researchers, but they get out there and, you know, if they happen to come across something, they like to report to me, which is great. And also, you know, I've gained a lot of respect from a lot of people who have willing to come forward to share their information with me, you know, and share their sightings and their experiences. More and more over the years have come out just here in Virginia alone, which is awesome. Because I would love to expose my state more than I'm able to. But there are people starting to finally come forward. You know, they learn about you little by little. Like, okay, this guy's not going to go blast it all over or whatever and just expose this. Because a lot of people, like, they have their locations and where they have experienced something, but they don't want people to come in there and disrupt it, which I get that. I get that completely. You know, but we're basically the same way with me and my group. You know, we invite people to come out there. So we want people to know what we're experiencing. Now, we can show as much as we can on film, but we want people out there in person. You know, like, this is what we're doing, but this is what we experience. Not guaranteed to happen every time, but there's a chance that if you come out there, you might get a piece of what we experience. So again, yeah, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization. We have. Like I said, I feel like we've come a long ways. I feel like we have a lot ways to go yet. We're not as popular as the BFRO, nor are we trying to become like the BFRO. I mean, I've met and I've had gained followers that were once associated with the BFRO, and I've learned a lot about the BFRO. And I'm not going to get into that, except that I'm not going to even mention that. But
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to hold stuff from you. We're not going to lie to you. We're not going to make shit up. Like these organizations.
Or if there is a sighting and you go and you do one of these what not courthouse, what do they call them? Yeah, town halls, and they show up 4 years later. It's like that hot lead is frozen.
We're gonna get. Here's the thing: if you want to share information and evidence and reports of this, we're not going to take it as our own personal information. We're going to give you credit if you want credit. Some people don't want to be exposed or mentioned, but we're all about giving credit where credit's due. We're not going to claim your evidence as our own unless you want to establish it as the ECBR. That's a different scenario. So, we're not going to charge you $300 or $400, $500 to come out and explore with us. Now, I have charged a donation fee of $100. If you want, there's some people there's some people that show interest and want to come out with us. But the thing is, we don't know these people. So okay, there's $100 donation fee. If you want to come out, that's great. We'll accept you. You pay the $100. We'll give you the location, the GPS coordinates where we meet and camp. And the reason behind that is we're not trying to make $1 off of you, but
anything helps.
Well, it's not just that, but if somebody's willing to pay, it gives us the feeling of comfort where, okay, they're unlikely to hoax. If they're going to pay that money, they're not coming out to hoax with us, because we don't want people to come out and hoax our territory. That's the way we look at it, Yeah. I mean, again, I like the BFRO. They're $300 or $400. Some actually they've gone up since then. I think they're averaging around $400 to $500, if not more.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had people that signed up to go on BFRO expeditions and had emergencies in their family and they couldn't make it. The BFRO is going to keep your money and say screw you. We're not like that, So but it is what it is.
Plus, if you're benefiting with all these other eyes that are out there, you're going to get more information than you are if you're just going out there by yourself. So, I mean, anybody that's going to be out there and say, hey, this is what we saw, because we had that when we were going to the Daniel Boone. I guess it was Vic Condiff had said, hey, we have people that want to go with you. And we're like, that's a huge liability. And to have people sign all these things, and there was, I think, 3 or 4 of them, the liability was just, and like me and Larry had talked, they're out there looking for a controlled environment of a dogman. Most dogman encounters are benign, but we can't guarantee that. There are those rogues out there, Daniel, right? There's rogues out there. You don't ask them and say, hey, are you a rogue? It's you get what you get. And it's just sad. So
I mean, we have new people that join our campouts. I do have a liability form for them. Where if they get hurt or injured or whatever happens, I mean, it covers us because we're hosting the event.
You have to have some kind of waiver.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. It's a basic liability waiver, And the same thing, if I get people that come up and share a story, like for tomorrow, or if somebody wants to share their experience and this is happening on their property, hey, we have forms also set up to where give us the information, and if on the bottom of the form, if you are willing for us to come out and investigate, you're signing off like, okay, it's covering both of us. No one if we get hurt, we're not suing you, vice versa. You're allowing us to
because if you get hurt on their
property, be there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
if you get hurt on their property, you have you're a liability to them too. So
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
covers both parties. So that's what we do. We want to cover our butts as well as theirs. So no one gets hurt, no one gets sued. I mean,
Yeah.
we know that we're coming out there on our own accord, or at our own will, and whatever. So it is what it is. But so we try to protect ourselves in all legal corners, in all angles. So
Yeah.
It's like my dad said, you have to anymore because there ain't no honor in a handshake like there
Yeah.
used to be.
More.
You have to
Nope.
cover your asses and cover all bases.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very true.
Oh,
Yeah, I was telling you guys that Brian has NFL players come out to his property to see the Dogman and Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Let's see where
I
he
haven't
said
heard of
I've
that.
had IBRO,
Is that
BFRO,
Indiana?
and NFL players and researchers from all over the United States out here.
well, the NFL players coming
All
out
have
there.
had experiences.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the NFL players are going out there just to get sacked. No, I'm just joking.
Well, if you want to take on a Bigfoot,
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah.
So try that with the Gugway.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
right?
Gugway or Gugway.
Crazy.
Blue 42 set height.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, if you can take on a Bigfoot, man, you
Yep.
can take on just about anything. But
Yeah.
yeah. So, we talked about your UFO show. You got your own show, Bigfoot Zone,
Well, on
ECBRO.
YouTube, yeah, I have my YouTube channel, Bigfoot Zone ECBRO, which is I've had since I think I've had my YouTube channel since 2004. I can't remember how long I've had it, but I want to say between 13 and 14, 2014 maybe. So it's come a long ways. I've done a lot of podcasts. I have a lot of field videos on there. And now when I do the Bigfoot Explorers, I am submitting a lot of our episodes on there before it goes to the streaming platforms. I figured it's a lot easier for, those who follow me. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bigfoot Zone ECBRO. And like I said, I've been submitting all the season 1 is already on there under my playlist, Bigfoot Explorers season 1. I do have a season 2, episode 1 that took place up in Pennsylvania. Me and Mr. Chadwick Gales, me and him did an investigation up there together. And but yeah, we got more coming. Apart from Bigfoot Explorers, there's another one you'll be seeing very soon, which I have 2 episodes already out of it. It's called Gone Rogue. It's just me, That's
Oh, really?
Soon.
That sounds cool.
Gone Rogue. Yeah, it's basically me going out by myself. I'll send you a picture of that real quick.
I was going to say, do you
current
take bets if you're going to get attacked out there? Place
Yeah.
bets on it?
No, I mean, I've had some. A couple of episodes I've done over me by myself. I mean, I've been out in the field by myself over the years, but I'm doing a little bit more in depth on this one here, where I go out a lot further. But yeah, it's I've had some experiences. I've heard some ridge, crap around not far from camp. I've captured some very interesting vocals. I've had some weird stuff with my equipment happen out there, stuff like that. But I mean, if I happen to capture more, hey, that's awesome. But it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, there's so much going on and so much to look forward to.
Yeah.
And I could tell you so much more, but it's actually, I hate to do this, but it's getting late, where I have to make sure I get up early enough to get do my
Not
thing.
a problem.
And we've been having people back on too, Daniel. So we'd love to have you back
Oh
on.
yeah, I'll be. By all means, I'll be glad to. Yeah, absolutely. And we can cover a lot more.
So-
I mean, there's so much I could probably go on about and talk about, but like I said, it's just because I have that my event in the morning, so I have to make sure I get up to that. So,
Yeah. Well, I've got
Thanks
3
for
of
coming
the
on, Daniel.
exhibition.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
thinking
for
he's
sure.
talking to me.
Took a little while,
Like,
but we
yeah,
got
it's
you
fine.
on.
Yeah.
I know there was a few times I thought he was talking to me. He was talking to you earlier. So, but
Now, do you know this person, Mommy and 3 boys? Do you recognize her name?
That's my daughter.
Oh, it is. Okay, I
she
was
just
going to say
tuned
it's
in.
probably family.
Because I just saw a text message from her. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna be tuning in soon," and I don't know how long ago she sent that to me, and I was like, "That's her."
Well, at
No,
least
we
you
just
popped
got
in and
That's my
said
daughter.
hi.
Yeah, that's my oldest daughter, Brianna. So, yep,
Cool.
yeah,
Well, that's good.
that's actually the first time I've seen her jump on YouTube. I didn't know she had a YouTube channel. So, okay.
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
The first.
One more question for you there, Daniel.
What is
Yeah,
your
sure.
take on orbs associated with Bigfoot?
Big time.
That is a very good question because I'm going to tell you what I have some experiences over the last date back from just 3 to 4 years ago up to present time. And I will say I have seen. I mean, let me back up a little bit, real quick on this.
Mhm.
I've always heard stories of orbs and seeing strange lights in the woods, and over the years I never seen or experienced any of this for myself. But the
Really?
first set of strange lights the first set of strange lights took place up in Pennsylvania, so almost 4 years ago, and the first set of strange lights appeared as flickering, glittering stars in a cluster formation in the woods. And this took place in the month of January up in Pennsylvania. Very, very cold temperatures. So I'm going to tell you, these were not lightning bugs. I know lightning bugs. I grew up with lightning bugs.
Yeah.
I think all of us did it. Yeah. Well, some of these are blue, some of these were yellow, and a couple red.
Orange.
They look like
Really?
glistering little stars in the woods. Now, the girl I was dating at the time, she saw what I saw, and her belief system was different than mine. She said that she believed that these were some form of energy that the Bigfoot was putting out. Now, I didn't deny that. It's just I don't have no information to back that up or prove that.
Yeah.
But what was interesting, prior to seeing all this, we just had two tree knocks back to back in the same tree line. So, which was
Really?
interesting. And then, then seeing all this took place. Well, this particular forest, we've seen this on a few different occasions, not just at that particular location, but maybe a quarter mile around a corner in a different patch of that woods. I've seen a smaller pattern of, shimmering, glittering of stars or lights in the woods. But moving ahead, 3 months after that took place, in another part of Pennsylvania, I was with a different group of people, and we were doing a small group camp out there. And up across from camp, looking into the woods across from where we were camped at, I walked away from the camp and I was staring at the forest road and looking across. I said, "What the heck is that?" I saw these four round, bluish, dimmish looking round balls of light. They weren't in a straight row. They were kind of like up and down, almost a zigzag pattern. And I will say they were about the size of softballs. Maybe one or two of them might have been slightly bigger. They weren't moving, but it's what I saw. And I actually put an illustration together, which I will be sharing that tomorrow. David, Daniel, I'll actually send that to you real quick.
Yeah,
What I
perfect.
have put together. Yeah, like I said, it's just an illustration that I put together. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you two of them. One's from
Yeah,
Pennsylvania,
yeah.
the other one is So yeah, after seeing that, I said, what the heck is that? They weren't moving; they were stationary, and they were basically
Oh,
in
they
the
were.
pattern that I sent to you. Yeah. So I told the others about it. I walked back and said, "Guys, come over. There's
Oh,
these
wow.
round balls of light in the woods." Yeah. And by the time they come up there, we got back up there. They weren't there, but I had a good observation of them, seeing them for
Yeah.
a few minutes or so. Well, jumping ahead, now I never saw no more up in Pennsylvania apart from that one night, in that area. But back down in Virginia, now David was the first one to see this. It was a couple campouts ago, and we were on the forest road. Actually, we were headed back to camp, and Dave was just, a few feet up ahead of me. And he's like, "Daniel, there's a light over in the woods." And I stepped forward. I looked over. I was like, "What?" I see this big brown ball of light But here's the interesting thing about this light. It was a round ball of light, but it didn't project. Well, no, it didn't illuminate nothing around it, nor did it project a beam
Really?
like if it was a flashlight. Yeah. So, but entertaining the thought, maybe this was somebody over here. I instantly pull out my thermal, start looking through my thermal images. Didn't pick up no heat signatures or nothing whatsoever. I mean, there was nobody
Ghost
over there,
lights.
nothing whatsoever. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. We don't know. David, he had his thermal. I stayed put. David walked so far up ahead with his thermal, trying to capture it from a different angle or a different point of view. Now he never picked nothing up either. But that was very strange.
Yeah, so-
we observed it for a few moments, and it was gone. You know, it just like went away. That one disappeared like that in front of our eyes. So we don't know what we saw. Now, there is a Bigfoot history in this area. There's been Bigfoot sightings, and long before I started camping in this area, I've heard of other reports and stories in this area. I don't know if this is Bigfoot related. Some may believe it is. I'm not going to dismiss that because I don't know and I can't prove it. But it makes you really wonder. Now,
Yeah.
I will say
Ronnie
for the
did the
very
same
fact that
thing.
in our camp area, what's that?
Ronnie LeBlanc. That's how I learned these big orange. He had a bluff charge, and he was a kid.
Okay.
Didn't even freaked him out, and he got back on his bike and he was trying to go to where I think he had some other friends that were going to a party or something like that. And then he saw the orange orb, and then I think he even said in his book that he ended up seeing some sort of a UFO that night too. So,
Oh wow.
but,
Okay.
yeah. Do you know David Brush? Brusch?
Or is it Scott?
Oh, is it Scott? Oh, Scott. I'm sorry. You're right. Scott Rush. We had him on, and he had the one
I don't know.
size of a basketball, and you could.
Well,
He said that he went in, and you could see like a face in it. So
Well, that's what
weird.
I described. David, who first saw it, he kind of explains it a little different. But based off of my observation, that's about the size of what I saw. It was about the size of a basketball, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Before it like just disappeared completely.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know, back at camp, I wanted to add this real quick is we've had equipment fully charged equipment just go dead and turn back on. David had devices
turns back on?
his equipment. Yeah, I mean they would drop dead, completely dead, turn off on their own, and then end up coming back on their own. David had devices that were completely turned off, never turned on to begin with, that turned on their own. So we don't know what's going on there. There's some weird stuff that happens around that area. So
Yeah.
it is interesting. Yeah. So, but
that's incredible.
I don't know. It is. It's
Your
interesting what's
daughter
going on
just-
there.
She said she just made an account.
Yeah, I read that.
The YouTube account.
All right, good deal.
Well, tell her thank you, and well, I guess I can tell her thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, and awesome. And we'll let you go. I know you probably got to hit the bed, and but I'm gonna send you. Brian just sent me a whole bunch of other ones. A lot of pictures. A lot of good pictures. So yeah, I'll send those to you. And Brian, thank you, man. It's nice to be able to at least shoot them over to Daniel, and he can take a look
Thanks for sharing,
at
Brian, and thanks for coming, Daniel.
Yes, yeah.
Been a joy.
Yeah, I was glad to be here. I mean, you guys have been awesome.
It's blast.
So, I mean,
we'll have you on again.
I'll definitely be. I'll be on again, and we could all chat some more. So, but
perfect.
For sure. I just
here you
have
go.
fun tomorrow and safe travels. Safe travel.
BIGFOOT Dome? Is that
that's
you?
me.
Oh, it is you. Okay, I was
I
gonna say,
just yeah.
Tell everybody.
So if you guys want to check out my YouTube channel, that's me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell us where we can find you, and if they got questions, where they can send them to, and the name of the other two
Yeah.
books too.
Yes, absolutely. I know I meant to continue on with that, but I got sidetracked.
Yeah. No,
But
that's all right.
yeah.
I'm writing notes here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Go
all
ahead.
over social media. I'm not hard to find. I mean, as my name is displayed right here on the screen, you can find me on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, which is also known as X. I'm on Instagram. And then, of course, my YouTube channel, Bigfoot Zone, ECBRO. Feel free to subscribe and check that out and share the content around. I definitely appreciate that as well. So one thing I'll point out real quick, if you guys want to check out some of my research, which is found through some of my blogs, I not everybody will agree to my research, which is I'm not out here to prove anything to anybody, but I have my research and my views are completely different than those who are out there. I've been involved with this for over 15 years, but I've been a wildlife researcher, involved with the outdoors as long as I can remember. But go to my blog site, which is ecbro.wordpress.com. And you'll find a lot of my content on there. I got a lot of recent good content you might want to check out. But my books, you got Trail of the Unknown, A
That's
Journey
one,
Beyond Truth. Yeah, Trail of the Unknown, A Journey Beyond Truth. And also the other one is called The Bigfoot Zone. It's a composition research guide of Bigfoot investigations. Those books can be found on lulu.com, lulu.com. Definitely take advantage of them. And if you're ever in the area or an area where I'm going to be in, if you have the books on hand, feel free to buy them and bring them out and meet me. I mean, I'll be glad to sign them if you want. So, but again, that's Trail of the Unknown, A Journey Beyond Truth, and The Bigfoot Zone. These books can be found on lulu.com. So take advantage of that. Go to the lulu.com bookstore and do a search for those books. And they're not hard to find. They're right there. They're easy to find. I'm all over Facebook. I'm pretty much an open book. I'll tell you like it is. I don't sugarcoat nothing. If you want God honest truth, I'm also the type of person that will not feed into somebody's. I'll try to find the best way to put that. I'm not going to feed into one person. Yeah, basically.
Delusions of grandeur.
That's the best way to put it. Yeah. Like, real quick, one thing I'll say to this that reminds me of Les Stroud. For those who follow Les Stroud, there's one thing he said, and I'll never forget it, is don't fall prey to deception. And so you learn to understand what that means, you'll understand a lot of the research is a lot more than what you realize. And, so again, don't fall prey to deception. And that could be with your own belief. So sometimes you might have to change who you are and the way you think to understand things. So, but I like to keep things logical and critical. Not everything's a Bigfoot. That's kind of where I stand. So
and Bigfoot,
there's a lot more out there.
There's other things out there that'll kill you before Bigfoot does. So you got to have some knowledge of the forest too.
So,
one last question, Daniel.
But I can't think you guys enough. Joseph. Yeah, Joseph.
Mine too. Daniel Joseph Williams.
What?
Mine's Daniel.
Are you
Joseph
serious?
Williams.
Daniel Joseph Williams.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was looking at him.
How cool is that?
Oh, it's crazy. And I have a brother named Tim Williams.
Awesome.
And Tim Williams, I met him at CryptidCon. He's a painter and does some Bigfoot hidden in his pictures that he paints. So we're all brothers, man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Timothy. He's been a vendor at my event a few years. So
yeah. Coolest guy too.
It's funny because
great painter.
My father's name is William. Yeah, we call him Bill. My father's name is William. Again, we call him Bill. But my brother Joshua, his middle name is William. Joshua William Benoit. So Benoit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah.
Mine was from the Bible.
Yeah.
I died in some sort of a fire.
Well, that Well, that's no. Actually, if the book of if you understood the Daniel in the Bible, he survived the fire with the angels. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
yeah, Daniel in the
You're
lion's
right
den.
about that.
Yep.
Hey, thank you
We
so
walked
much.
through the fire because the angels were with us. Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Absolutely.
You protected them. Jeez. Thank you
Oh,
so
for
much,
sure.
Daniel. I appreciate it, man.
So,
And,
guys,
and we'll definitely have you on again. It was a lot of fun too.
that'd be great,
So,
Have a
man.
great
Yeah,
weekend,
this has been
brother.
awesome. You guys were great hosts there. For
oh,
sure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
what
very much, Larry.
great, man. And I love that we had the questions, and I can send you the pictures and whatnot. Tomorrow, I'll figure out how to post pictures and stuff so I can get most of these guys up on there. So,
Okay.
anyways, have a good night, get some sleep, and tell the grandkid I said hi.
Oh, I sure will. Thank you, guys. You keep your squatch,
You
you
got
guys.
it.
Everyone,
Goodbye.
good night. Thank you.
Goodbye.
And subscribe to Bigfoot Zone, ECBRO. All right.
You got it.
Bye-bye.
You got it. Thank you, Dan.
Goodbye.
And
Absolutely.
next week we have Jason Kenzie, which
Yeah, that'd be a good one too.
he's out
I've
of British
seen
Columbia.
he's doing an
He's got his
answer
own
to the Patty
documentary.
film, I guess.
Yeah, what?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
About the documentary.
he's got documentaries, but he's got his own TV show too out of British Columbia.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's all on YouTube
He's
too.
big and
So
everywhere too. So
yeah.
that's a good show with Daniel. We're still
He does a
live,
good job.
brother.
In fact, the people that there's a guy that records for him who was going to come out with the professional TV camera to help us film in the Daniel Boone, but I didn't get back to him in time, so that was my fault. So, but
Oh well. Maybe
yeah,
next time.
yeah, we'll make sure, and definitely thank you everybody for showing up, and we got one more. Your youngest son Liam after William. Yeah. Cool. And thank you for being on too. It's really cool too. Oh, my oldest baby is Caden.
Caden Joseph.
Oh gosh.
Daniel Joseph.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Thank you guys, everybody. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Spread the word. Cryptid Wrangler Podcast. Every Friday
5
night.
o'clock, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you guys have to do the math because you don't want me to do it. You'll miss the show. So everybody have a good night.
Have a good weekend, Daniel.
Thanks. You too, buddy. Thanks.
Bye.
See you later, buddy.